party was last in the underground caverns of the Goodwin Ruin. The spider foe has been defeated, and all that's left are arachnid corpses surrounding y'all. And there's the idea that you might want to leave some poison from one of these monsters, and that's where moment.
All right, let's
Are
go.
any of these little guys like particularly smashed open?
Yeah, I mean, the one in front of you was so blunt forced trauma, it's kind of been exploded. Although you might think that, yeah.
I would like to start gently like opening up its body, looking for some sort of like venom sac, and I would ask anyone with a sharp blade if you could start cutting into the bigger ones, looking for sacs that lead to their fangs.
I'm also going to be testing out a module right here, hopefully clicking this button and ending combat. You all are now awarded X.
Hey.
Hey.
Sweet.
Oh, except it's it split the XP with Rat.
Oh.
Module's broken.
Level 2 Rat's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna multi-class him, I think.
Oh, nice. What are you gonna spec into? Hawk?
Roughly.
If I was gone,
sure.
but new Echo Jamie is incredible.
Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone had seen that yet, but that is a primo touch.
I had the videos hidden. That's excellent.
Wait, what? Where should I be looking?
Look at his screen.
Jamie's cam.
Oh, Jamie's cam. Oh, wow.
I hope you get like 6 more when you cast your other spells.
Yeah, mirror image and what's it called?
Sure.
Great.
So all the images kind of zorp back into Callan.
All right, I'm rooting around in these little spider corpses, looking for tiny little sacs that I think might contain poison. What do I find?
So on the giant spider that you're looking, see a sundry of organ kind of mishmashed, mostly squished. You can see where your general knowledge of give me a nature roll.
Hell yeah. Boom.
Oh yeah, it's
not
it's
a spider doctor.
Yeah. It looks like dropping Getty meatball sub. You search around, you see it's very obvious extrude the liquid that's extruded into its webs. This little guy doesn't have any poison sacs.
Okay, so little one not so much then. As I feared, the poison did come from these larger beasts.
Yeah. What about this one I punched to death?
This one is like its like face and fangs are like sticking out of the hole in the wall it was emerging from. It's largely plugging the exit that these spiders to some deeper cavern that these spiders had been breeding in. Yeah, you want to give me a nature check?
I would love to.
If the robot finds. Okay.
Okay, you find the fang.
Oh.
They're right on the front of its face.
I pull hard. I pull hard on the fangs.
Okay. You pull down, rendering jaw of the spider in from its mouth. You have kind of what looks like to just be this part of your thumb where the stinger is kind of out here, and like it looks like you get chicken quartered, you get the whole chicken leg. you got more
Yeah.
attached to this. It looks like sort of sack, but you got a fang and a sack. Let's get a towel. Can you do a medicine check? That's
Yeah.
what I had.
That I'm actually good at.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're like, that's your shit right there. Can make poison potion. This
Good.
spider bit.
Good work, Art. Since perhaps you're the one, immune to poison, you could help retrieve the same fangs and vesicles from our other two spiders here.
Yeah, it makes sense. I will go over to the other spiders and yank in a similar fashion with my, robo gauntlet. I just,
Your yankers.
like I'm a practiced dentist. I just wrap my fingers around that fang, sort of stabilize the top of the head, and just.
You continue to pull out spider bits, the appropriate parts, and with towels, watch a very approving gaze. He shows you where to rip and tear from these beasts, and you now have a collection of spider fangs. You can even add that to your inventory. Choose.
I also use one of the dead spiders. I rip off its head and then sort of use it like a ventriloquist dummy. Like, look at me, I am a bad spider. I get my face punched in by big robot man.
Everybody take a charisma check. If you fail by going under 10, you have to laugh.
Ooh, yeah. Alan does not think it's funny.
Okay.
Art, make a charisma check.
That was the joke.
Because nobody else laughed at your joke, take 1d4 psychic.
Oh.
All right.
It sucks to bomb, doesn't it?
Who would build such a machine? Such an infernal device?
I'm working on my bit.
Art, I do
Bit?
believe that you are.
You make like a biting motion with your spider ventriloquist. Say bit.
Yeah,
I'm working on my beat. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
DM, take 1d4 psychic damage.
No, that's y'all. Y'all have to take the charisma checks. Anyways, sorry. Tal, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say that perhaps Art was built more for the punching than the joking.
Then the punch lines.
I was going for it if you weren't. Yeah. So
I'll never be able to create an antidote with all these terrible jokes flying about. I'm going to retreat up to the surface so I can get a bit more light and away from these infernal witticisms.
Yeah.
Are our jokes souring your mood?
Oh, so soured.
Starting to get pretty puckered up. Yeah, the dwarven
starts fucking off.
Dwarven captive is following you guys. He's like, "Oh, you get me the fuck out of this cave, bro."
Wait, hold on.
Why did we bring you again?
Yeah, why do we bring him? And did they go any further? And did they find any dope shit further? Because if we're just sort of scratching the surface here and there's something we're missing, that would be good to know.
Yeah, I would like to kind of squeeze up to him and say, well, we've brought you your freedom, and you haven't really brought us anything in return. So, in the event that you were mauled by these spiders and left in the cave, I don't think anyone would be particularly sad about it. Why are we keeping you around again? Just to stir my memory.
Well, you'd see, it would it be not for me? How would you even find the hole in the ground?
It was it was the only.
Was under the boards.
Yes.
The
The villagers could have told us that. We didn't need a dwarf.
Just because you didn't. The analogy I'm searching for is not coming to me, but just because you didn't eat your baguette doesn't mean it doesn't smell nice. If you purchase something like my freedom, you
This is not an idiom I am familiar with. Can you please explain it? I must not have learned it yet.
I think
Well-
the example stands, and if we returned you to your previous captors, they'd be happy for it. So what I'm asking is, would you like to leave this place, or should we leave you with
With a pile of dwarf bones over here in the corner, northeast corner.
Oh, we could go with the dwarf bones. We could go with the people that seem to want you dead, or we could take you out of here. That's the three options, I believe. So you haven't really made an argument for the third, which I'm assuming is your preference.
it is my lords. Forgive me for my dwarven temper. It's just that I've been so mishandled by you, Longleg. It's past time I return to the ship that awaits me at the bay in Goodwin Sound. My passage back to my people, they shall know of your deeds, sir. I can even give you this. My a dwarven bracer. You can show it to the dwarves when you reach Galloway. They're headed there now. They should be there before you, but it is my symbol, and it will make it clear to them that I have been, that you have rendered me aid.
That could just as well have easily been pulled from the fangs of one of these spiders, no?
I do, but if you tell them that the surveyor of the caverns, you rescued him. My name is Gelrin Doff.
Gelwin Dropbox.
Tell the dwarves when you find them. Tell Fenric that you've rendered me aid, that the cavern was a dead end. There was that we did not find his stone.
His son?
No, you misunderstood. Fenric, our leader, he was looking for ancient runes. There is a puzzle he is trying to solve, and we sought to find it here. This is not the only castle with subterranean caverns. Many of the dwarven digs have found ancient bits of a long-lost civilization here. What we are doing in these caverns is of that concern. We are trying to decipher the messages left by previous inhabitants of this island.
And what do you believe the runes are useful for?
Deciphering the language of these ancient people. That is our main concern. There is an enigma that we are working on, an ancient and dead language, but it seems to have a root in many of the languages that are spoken in the world today. There is a confusion of words and grammar. It is almost like Common and Dwarvish and Elvish all at once. But none of the languages are sufficient enough provide a translation. There is a syntax that we are still working on. And we search for a Rosetta Stone, a lost link between the languages of our present day and the languages of these ancient runes.
And have you found any evidence that these ancient people had an interest in building machines with a terrible taste of humor?
They are.
I was going to ask the same question.
Fenric will look at you with great interest, beast. Or should I say, my lord? What do you call yourself, you?
Me?
You walking stand of armor.
My name is Arthur. The hammer. I hold up my fist and look at it and look at him. And then look at one of the spiders with a caved-in head.
Oh, I saw you hammering away just a moment ago.
I protect the boy.
Well,
You know, Samuel is arguably not a boy. Definitely not a boy.
I'm a real boy.
Well, I am a real boy.
Well, now that you men have broken the long forbidden taboo of inhabiting these ancient castles, it's time we think to dig underneath them. There is much that we do not know about the circumstances of our island.
Is this going to involve more children getting poisoned?
The poisoning of the child was only because the humans did not heed my words, Kefir. We were to leave this cavern, but the beasts were befouling our dig. We may come back here again if the people of the Goodwin Sounds allow us. We shall dig this whole mountain up.
That is not my problem.
Well, neither was the poisoning of the child mine. I appreciate your aid in this. I must admit, I was like a dwarf hitting bedrock. There was nowhere for me to go. Now I may return to my people without harm? And you can give Fenric this slab. It's all we found while we were down here. It has some rune, but nothing to help decipher the rest of them. This will be proof that I succeeded in my mission and that you rendered me aid. Otherwise, you would hardly notice the writing on the stone. At very least, he will be interested. If not...
Sorry. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Adding one slab to your inventory?
Yeah, add a runic slab to your inventory.
As a matter of logistics, I feel like we probably need to make sure the little girl is healthy before we can let the dwarf go.
You say this out loud?
Well, to the dwarf, I will say that we just need to make sure that the girl is healthy. Otherwise, the townsfolk might be rather unhappy about this situation. It would be an act of good faith on your part to stick around.
Well, if you have my good faith, I want your patronage. You shall go to bat for me. If this girl doesn't live, you should still be my benefactor and make the case for my life.
Yeah, I think we will. It just doesn't look great to come back without you.
Oh, there is only one way out of this cavern, and that's the way we came. If there were a team of dwarves, we might be able to burrow another channel out of here. Let us leave at this moment. We've got what we came for.
Yeah. I mean, we've spent a lot of time talking while someone is near death above ground. I think we should probably move.
Oh, Tal left. Like he's upstairs
Tal is
doing
he's
things.
bringing his medicine with him. I mean, like, there could search the cavern if you wanted while Tal goes and resolves the
actually
Go right
situation.
ahead.
Going to say, I see some bodies and what look like crates of supplies in this pond. Can I like go into the pond and look around?
Sure. I don't really know. Do you have any special rules when it comes to being in water? I assume you don't swim.
I think I do not need.
You don't need air, probably.
Yes, I do not need to eat, drink, or breathe.
Can you swim?
I can, at the very least, walk along the bottom of the pond.
Yeah. Well, let's say for that, unless you want to go and Google Warforged swimming, which I'm sure will turn something up. But for the time being,
Mhm.
walk on the bottom.
Okay. So I just sort of walk slowly around, seeing if there's anything, shiny or if there's any crates or anything to catch my eye at the bottom of this.
Add 4
pond.
gold to your inventory. Let's make it 5.
Hell yeah.
Let's make it 5. Machine complete.
Not telling Eliza about this.
Yeah, there's some few odds in there. Roll a d20.
Can I add? Well, never mind. Oh, that sucks. Maybe not. Who knows?
Okay, you see what looks to be woodcarver's tools. You can add them to your inventory if you want.
Dope. I'm gonna start practicing with those because I am a handy guy.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, back to the ruin. I should have illuminated this so everybody can see everything. You're curious to see if.
Sweet.
All right, back to the ruin. Nice. Hell yeah. Take inspiration from doing my work.
Oh, actually, I already had inspiration.
Well, use inspiration next time.
All right.
Okay. So you guys, I just wanted to ask, see the whole map right now? I just trying to
Yep.
learn how my
Yeah.
vision rules work. Yeah, I just want to make cool.
Yep. No fog of war.
Yeah, I made this. I made this.
It's beautiful.
Wanted you to look.
It's so cute.
So
map, but she is
Tal, everybody is kind of clambering out of the mouth of hole in the ground. You've gone ahead. You're a little bit further. These guys, this guy who was concerned earlier. Do you have the captive with you still, or have you let him run off?
Ask them. I think they were talking to him back in the hole still. Keep walking past.
Do we have
Yeah.
we have the captain? What happened with that?
Yeah, we have the captive.
We
I mean, unless he seemed to agree when I asked him.
He's with you.
about staying until the girl's healthy.
Yeah, you see him up here.
Would you like your dwarf back? I believe the agreement was we get to keep him if we save the girl's life.
Yeah. So are you pulling him along with you? He's kind of following at a good distance. When he hears you say that, he is just kind of paused over here. these guys are like, I see you've freed him from his bond. You say you're friends, but how much are you really? And but you like, do you go to grab the dwarf and pull him over here?
Yeah. Do I look like someone that's particularly fond of small folk? Is that what you're implying?
Well, I see you have them in hand. It's good that see it our way. You throw him back against the bench. Aye, let go of me beard. Okay, and now we're going to go over here. Tal and Eliza are on certain swelling pieces on this girl's arm. Give me a medicine check.
Can
Tal.
I
Sure, you can guide him
can I
if you want.
assist this?
Get over there.
Oh yeah. Oh right, she's over here.
Like I can guide myself. Thank you very much.
But I can assist. I have very steady hands.
Do we need do we need any further assistance? I know a song about this, if that would be helpful to anyone, but
Nope.
don't want to waste it if we're pretty confident.
I could toss a resistance on the girl.
Oh, that actually seems like a great idea. Can you give her like poison resistance?
No, it's just you add to saving throws. Why isn't this roll?
Oh,
Maybe like a constant saving throw resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So why don't you give me a medicine check there, Tal?
Cool. I'm gonna be inspired for this medicine check.
Nice.
you can cast Arcane Lock on
There you go. Whoop.
Wait, I'm not seeing rolls.
You're not seeing any rolls?
No, the last thing I see was guidance. But I
Would
heard
somebody
like
else try to roll? I was
I
messing.
lost connection to
I
the
see
server.
3 rolls. Right?
I see. I see your rolls.
medicine rolls.
I have protection from. Oh,
That doesn't really matter. I think we're
I'm like getting disconnected from the server. Well, whichever the first one was, then like let's use that. But I am trying to reload right now.
They were both pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So while
Why are they with disadvantage?
I don't know.
yeah, you were rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah, you critted the first one.
What the?
Yeah, I see
Andy,
that.
You're just
Well, girl's dead.
yeah.
Melt away her
Easy
poison.
I was
easy go.
I was just seeing if mine was broken too because nothing happens when I click on resistance, but I think that's just because it's not like
Not hard.
it's not an
Okay.
actual castable spell.
Well, I was trying to roll with advantage. I thought control click was advantage on a thing. Is it alt
Looks like
click?
it's disadvantage maybe, but
Okay, I don't know anymore. Anywho, it rolled twice.
You rolled like 2 rolls
Yeah.
above, 3 rolls above 20 out of 4. Actually,
yeah.
5 rolls above 20 out of 6.
It's kind of my character's thing is like
Yeah.
healing. Spent my entire damn life
Yes.
doing this.
So
I would say you were successful.
with
All right, so I take spider bits and my alchemical tools, and I'm mashing things with a mortar and pestle and mixing stuff and come up with some sort of like poultice to apply to the wound, like around, and sort of bandage it up on where the child was bitten.
yeah, this you make this poultice. You do a few hand signals, and I'm gonna say you make this concoction, and then like use the fang itself as like a hypodermic needle, where you like kind of squeeze the concoction through the fang, and this like freaks everybody out. But the immediate the swelling immediately goes away. The redness goes away. The girl groans a little bit, but in a way that is just like she hasn't even made a sound up until this point for like the last several minutes. Her breathing becomes less ragged. There's an obvious amount of healing done, and she looking much better. And this guy who was very concerned earlier, Igor, he's sort of watching your cart for you, but he sees her coming back to life. He's like, "Oh, good piece of you're coming back to us. Thank you, my lord. Thank you so much. I thought she was a goner for sure."
Perhaps you'll keep a closer eye on your child next time and not allow her to wander near such terrible beasts.
If we only had known there were such monsters in the cavern, we would never let the dwarves go down there. I suppose a small fraction of the blame is ours. The poor girl, she's curious, as children are often. She barely put her head over the hole when she was pulled down, and when she was started to be pulled down in, I only barely grabbed her ankle, otherwise she would. Thank you so much for saving my niece. She is a precious member of my family.
It was no large trouble.
Servo.
It was a bit of trouble, actually. If we're being perfectly honest.
It is a
Yes,
testament.
look at how much poison I am covered in. And I run my finger along my arm, and there's a bunch of goo, and then I sort of reach it out at the guy, and I assume he
Yeah.
Servo also presses the yak back, and it says, "The prisoner is escaping." And then I look at it and say, "Speaking of which, what news of our prisoner?"
Well, you have a strange. This is a strange fellow you've captured. I threatened and cursed at him, but he muttered to himself the whole time, moving his mouth without words, as if he was possessed, a crazy person.
Interesting.
Muttered without words, you say. What you talking about, buddy?
Well, seemed to be in conversation. A madman, I'm sure.
Hey, you, Goodwick, or whatever the fuck your name is that I forgot.
Goodwig, Godwig, God.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, who you chatting with?
I
Who
was-
you chatting with there, buddy?
Only cursing my misfortune and the path that has led me here. Merely cursing under my breath for where I find myself bound to a horse-drawn carriage.
Well, don't curse too loudly. I've already broken your mouth once, and I'd hate to do it again.
Actually, he would enjoy it very much.
Yeah, Godwig is not stoked about hearing any of this.
Yeah.
He has received some amount of recovery. Did have a night in the inn.
Mhm.
He did have a little bit of healing. Maybe his constitution is such that he has some ability to himself, but he's pretty ragged still. But definitely not the broken and feeble man of Session.
Should we keep him at low HP so he can't try any funny business?
Just like Munch, every time he gets
Just
up.
like basically like punch him in the face once a day.
I mean, I think we could say that like he's not actually getting long rests because of
Being fettered. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
not at full age, certainly.
Yeah, that's
Just
fair.
punch him till he drops unconscious, and then I'll stabilize him. Then 1d4
Yeah,
hours
and then
later,
we can,
he
like-
regains 1 hit point, and repeat.
It's sort of like like a teaching hospital. Like I knock him unconscious so you can practice your medicine on him, and then I get XP for fighting and you get XP for the reviving.
No Hippocratic oath and no fantasy Hippocratic oath about doing no harm.
Nope, that is those gods do not exist here.
You have to do harm in order to
Yeah.
heal. It is the balance.
Sometimes the kindest mercy is to end one's misery.
Or to retain it indefinitely for safety reasons.
Yes.
Keep it going indefinitely for safety reasons.
So the girl looks to be okay.
Yeah, she's rapidly.
The dwarf. The bargain was the girl is okay. The dwarf gets to leave. Is this all how you say hunky Doris?
Igor is just like, he's overcome by happiness that you saved his niece. He's very much in mind of you guys. Anyways, he's very much in the mind that you guys are, you can do whatever, you are his liege lord. He swears fealty to Samuel over there, or Lord Barrows. Michael Barrows is his liege lord. So you mean like the kind of celebrity of your nobility sort of kind of puts him in awe. He's thankful. Crisis.
So I say to the dwarf, give me the bracer and get out of here before these people change their minds.
I'm gonna retcon and say that the tablet is what he was talking about. There's no giving you the tablet as a signifier that, I mean, you can ask him for a bracer.
Give me the bracer and get out of here before anyone changes their mind. Please. I say in Dwarven. Dwarvish. Dwarvassian.
He's I'm onward back to the Stony Valley with me. I wouldn't stay here for a moment. Thank you, Lord. Your kindness is much appreciated.
I look forward to learning more from your people.
And we look forward to learning more about you and your order. These, perhaps you know more than you're letting on. These ancient caverns seem to be full with the shells of beings such as yourself. We have dug up one or two of you before.
Of me?
Aye. Like you were stomped out of metal. So I... Yeah.
Oh, Servo flies up and also looks curious at being told that something like me exists, and then presses a backpack that says, the prisoner is trying to escape. And I say, that is not what he means literally.
I am...
And... Wait a second. Are the ones like me... Are they active?
None of them have woken from their slumber. They seem to be idle. None has been in such a complete form as yourself. They are crumbled, crunched.
I would very much like to learn more about this, but my place is with the young prince. Perhaps our missions will bring us to you in good fortune, and we can learn more.
Well, you've done me the service of my freedom and my life. If you ever find yourself at Stone's Fall, and you can make it past our shield men, look me up. Or perhaps we can meet parlay at Blue Hammer.
I say in Dwarven, go in safety and strength, and then I reach in for the Dwarven bro hug that they do. I know they do.
Strength and safety. Slaps your arm. He does this weird handshake that, like, where you grab each other's arms instead of hands. You're just like,
Classic fantasy universe hand,
Yeah.
wrist hold.
Yeah, and with that, Geldrin Doff starts to make his way towards the path which leads up the side of the river, the ocean. Geldrin takes his leave.
I believe we still have some business to attend to in this town, some wares that need peddled.
Well, if it's a merchant you're looking for, look no further. Igor's got all the best equipment in the Goodwin Sounds. I'd be happy to arrange some kind of trade for your commodity.
Someone say they sell equipment?
Ah, a keen eye on this one. I can tell from a mile away. Perhaps the fine dagger meant your thin, curved little blade, girl.
What an odd compliment.
I was more talking about we've come from Barrow's Keep trying to sell some flour and wooden planks. And I don't suppose you have need of either of those in this town.
We do.
They are of the
We
highest
always do.
quality.
Hardwood is hard. Hardwood is tough to come by in the Rocky. Fortunately, our stewardship of the forest have not been as
And I suppose your daughter will need much food in her belly if she is to continue to recover from these wounds.
Winter is close at hand, and it's time that we've started to bolster our stores. It'd be a great boon to our people if you would be able to bring us flour and.
Well, it just so happens that in addition to being wandering spider slayers, we happen to have 5 bushels of wood planks and 10 sacks of wheat flour in yon cart, as you can tell since you just guarded it for like an hour.
I was hoping that you'd be able to share these boons with us. So they will fetch a decent price here. You are good men for bringing the produce of the fields. It's always nice to see a merchant travel.
We
All right, so-
unfortunately cannot speak to the sourness of the items, which it seems like is an important quantity for your people around here.
Well, you see, Art, I know
Yes.
you can't taste things, but soured wheat flour is not helpful. So I can at least
Isn't
speak to
that
the
what your
sourness of
favorite
that.
drink is?
Our
I
wheat
thought your
flour
favorite
is the
drink was the
least
sour wheat
sour flour you have ever encountered. There will be no sourdough made out of our flour.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's I can see the fineness of the grain. This should make nice sweet bread. Not that common sourdough Daldi loves. But
What
cakes
kind of
and-
a place would be obsessed with making a very sour bread dough? It seems like a terrible idea. I would not want to live in that place.
especially if it was cold and by the water. Yeah, so they're very interested in stuffs. Let me open here.
I will go find Adrian and let him know that his interpersonal skills might be useful in negotiating this sale.
Yeah. What do you say to Fadrin?
Adrian, I know you're probably enjoying this fish buffet, but Eliza has us very deep in the hole now, and as I'm sure you're aware, your skills with the merchandise and the selling would probably be good, as the people handling it right now are much better at the fighting than the selling.
You'd have me turn my, award-winning poetical tongue towards mere commerce. Do I look like my father to you?
Woohoo!
I chose not to go down, but fine. Let's just get this over with.
Then you can get back to eating the fish.
The fish is pretty good. Thanks for the fish, man.
Think about it this way: you speak better at the sail making, you eat more fish. Everyone likes fish.
So do you want to try to sing the
Sing a jingle. Sing a jingle for the
Yeah.
product that we're selling.
Yeah, sure.
they've mentioned how much in these ancient times sourdough is more of a commoner bread, refined white flour is kind of preferred for cakes, white breads. Maybe you know a song about Wonder Bread, Wondrous Bread.
Yeah.
Which one do we have?
You've got Castle refined white flour. You've got the real deal.
Oh, we got Castle refined white flour.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been put through the grinder several times. Wheat has been the seed and the chaff or whatever the fuck they do. White flour.
Thanks, Mo, for the sub. I don't know why my alerts are really quiet. I didn't hear it.
Wonder Bread every meal give you 8 elements you need. As much muscle building protein as roast
But
beef.
I see
As
it.
much calcium for bones and teeth as cottage cheese. As much phosphorus for cell metabolism as this egg. As much iron for red blood as 3 lamb chops. As much vitamin B1 for appetite as dried liver. As much vitamin B2 for growth as this much cheese. As much niacin for mental health as 6 sardines. As much energy as 2 glasses of milk. That's why you can help yourself grow bigger and stronger 8 ways with Wonder Bread. I mean, grow bigger and stronger 8 ways.
Wow, that went on a long time. So many
8 ways.
features.
Is
That's
motherfucker trying to say that Wonder Bread has more protein than beef?
yeah. That's what the guy just said. 2 pieces of Wonder Bread.
I guess like peer-reviewed shit just did not exist back then. Like, hey, does this white bread have
Mhm.
protein in it? And he's like, yeah. Like, okay.
I definitely. It's also from this time of like the transatlantic like lingo of just like the future is bright. Someday we'll eat all of our food in pill form.
Why
Some
would you
nerd
eat
shit.
sardines and fried livers when you can have Wonder Bread?
Thanks, yeah. There's some trade-offs from Roll20, but this is pretty
So you
You
give
are
him like
regular
it's got. It's
beef.
like eating like a half a chicken and pig hooves and all that good stuff. Yeah, make a performance check. Oratorial.
Persuasion.
Ah,
rolled that.
Persuasion
Or
will
the-
work too, but give me a check anyways. It's probably gonna be better.
No, it's gonna be worse.
What?
Oh,
You
no.
don't have good
Well, I
performance?
have pretty good performance, but I can re-roll that, right? I'll oops, like hit a false note or whatever, and I'm going to expend a luck. I think. How's this work?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Retune your loot there.
Yeah.
Oh. It was all those discordant
I rolled
notes, from
Yes.
from down below.
I mean, that was kind of a shitty performance, but
Wow. We're gonna go with the persuasion here. It was the first one rolled, and I think it's pretty. Yeah. We're gonna go with persuasion. These guys are happy to buy your bread at 6.
does anyone know what fair market price is? I don't even know if I'm getting a good or bad deal.
Yes. Yes. Good deal. Take it.
Okay.
A fair offer for our wheat flour.
Yeah, you look up, and Arthur is wearing one of those translucent visors and has a pencil in his ear and is holding a ledger and says, "Yes, takes a deal."
Okay, I am taking the deal.
I have runs and numbers.
Okay, add 60 gold coins to your inventory.
I'll hold on to the gold, considering our last gold disappeared without a trace.
Eliza's hand reaches over and says, "My lords."
So
Does
you
no
also
one here respect that I and Callan were the ones charged with selling this?
Very well.
the hardwood.
Eliza, why don't you come with me and I can teach you how to use this hammer some more to cause other humans more pain.
No, it's fine. My family keeps you in its employ to handle the menial tasks such as these. I do not need to be involved in every buying and selling transaction. However, it does behoove us to be well equipped for future battles, and I hope you consider spending some of that coin as we were directed.
We will consider spending it once we know how much we have, not every single time a coin falls into your purse.
Have
Take
we
inspiration.
sold all of our stuff?
No,
will.
you have wood still.
Yep, there's still 5 wood planks.
All right, these
Wonder planks made from fantabulously strong wood. Ironwood, you say, stronger than aluminium.
High in protein. This wood fortifies.
These would make fine boats. We are always in need of new vessels and ways to patch up our old ones. We are a fishing village, and timbers are in low supply. We'd love to buy these.
At how much?
You will get 5 gold pieces.
Another fair price.
Nice. Nice. All right. 5 gold coins to your inventory. I don't know if you want to do a combining of the books, kind of figure out how much.
I'm note taking on my own to annotate how much we've earned here.
Might have to ask Eliza how much she's got left in her purse.
I don't have anything left. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think they are better.
And then I hand these strings over to Fallon. So you need this. You need to improve your performance here. We'll use some magic for your next one.
No, I've tried magic strings. I've tried, yeah.
So, you did a little
else.
purchasing of your own. Juando is quite pleased.
So you now have magic strings on your lute, +1 to charisma checks during a simple performance, non-combat, non-spell
seriously?
casting.
Oh, that is awesome.
And they quiver in the presence of
They quiver in the presence of what?
magic.
I don't see that.
How do I add
Did-
these
did-
to
Oh
this
yeah,
work
they've ever
in
the
that
present.
description?
Yeah, no, you're right. I just stopped reading apparently.
No.
You want so they if anybody is ritually casting a spell or casting a spell with oral component, have quivering string. Passive magic like traps may cause the
Did we ever figure out how to give items?
DM
I
can do
think
it.
I don't think you can.
I think I can.
Okay, can you move the magic strings to Fadrin from my inventory,
Yeah.
if possible?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And
You will have
then
to spend,
I'll
you will have
hold on to the
spend
dust.
time this evening. Pop.
Am I the only one who is getting choppy out of Sam?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
I
choppy.
am too.
Oh, weird. I'm sorry. Is it possibly my threshold?
Could be your
Yeah, I
threshold.
think it was just a sensitivity thing.
Yeah, somebody
Yep.
was complaining that I was breathing here, so I changed my threshold.
I could breathe through your nose like a normal person.
Sometimes when I'm concentrating, I mouth breathe.
I think we're all happy to experience a little DM breathing in exchange for.
Yeah, I mean this was
A fair trade.
This was some guy I was gaming with.
A great price.
Let me open that back up.
These
Right,
breathing
Takes a
sounds have
deal.
more protein than an ox.
All right, let's move this
Okay,
here.
I do have 17 gold remaining, and I give it to Tal, and I say, take this away from me before I purchase something else.
I'll take
Never changed.
15 of it from you, and that will perfectly pay the debt your family owes. to the
Okay,
king.
cool.
The other 2 are yours to bandy about on.
Good. Actually, yeah, I need some gold for wagers if I'm gonna hustle people at Dragon Chest. So that's good. Thank you.
Okay.
You might be able to. This Juando over here seems like he might be interested in playing some games of chess. Also, I mean, there are 2 vendors here. If you guys do want to look over their stuff, you can double click on my inventory and see what they have.
Igor doesn't open, but Juando does.
Really, Igor
Yeah,
should open.
I can only see Juando.
You guys. Oh, what? Now try clicking on.
Oh, Igor's
update
equipment.
shop. Can you?
Oh man, maybe no, can't do anything.
Yeah, if you want to retcon because you didn't, I liked that you used my merchants without
But
even.
she's an impulse buyer. That happened.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would like to see what Igor's got. Maybe I regret giving the 15 gold to Tal.
Why didn't it update? Wait, non-retold. Why is it? Okay. Why is it not saving? Can you not open his inventory right now?
Nope.
What the fuck? Let me see if I can bring him back out. I hope I didn't. Fuck. I hope. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can
for
now.
sure.
Can you get into?
He's shitty now, though.
He's
Shitty
tiny.
Igor's equipment instead of just Igor's equipment.
Yeah. So I don't
Token
know
stamp?
the spell.
Kind of
The
want those boots.
commoner naming parameters are suddenly working. I don't know which module has that exactly,
It's token stamp.
but
Look
I'll
at
have
the top of your token menu. You have there's clicks for like name, HP.
at the top of my tokens menu.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Hey Igor, can I try those shoes on just to see if they fit?
Oh, nice. Okay, and you can just pick those on and off. Nice. Cool.
Can I try those shoes on just to see if they fit?
Why, of course, my lady. I wouldn't. You.
Damn it. I tried to do a switcheroo with them.
So, do you want to try them on anyways?
Yeah, they fit, yeah, and I definitely returned them very casually. Definitely
Okay.
wasn't trying to pull anything over your eyes. No, sir, Bob.
Yeah, I think a failed attempt at this point is just like, I don't know. Do you have the ability to change the way things look?
I don't know about just regular old items, but the way I interpret that is I do not have any opportunity to perform any sleight of hand.
Yeah, your sleight of hand would fail, but
Would
sleight of
definitely
hand
fail.
probably wouldn't have been sufficient anyways because boots might look different. But I don't know
Needs
if
to be
you want.
sleight of foot.
All right. Okay. Cool. So there, potentially you could find other gold, or you could actually not spend more than you need to. I don't want to encourage bad behavior necessarily.
What does
but-
a quick quarterstaff do? It looks just like a normal quarterstaff.
It has it's a +1, except it's not a magical item and it doesn't give you +1 to hit. It just gives you +1 damage on a successful damage roll.
Oh, I see that now.
Okay, Igor, do
I-
you like Dragon Chess?
Oh, I hardly play, but Juando, he's a big fan over there.
All right. Talk to you later, maybe. Hey, Wando.
What is it, girl?
Care to play a game of Dragon Chess?
I would love a casual game. of
Okay, I wasn't
chess.
thinking casual. I was thinking more high stakes.
Uh-huh. You have Wando's attention.
All right. I'll put on the line my magical glowing necklace. For 25 gold.
Well,
Uh,
is always in need of more gems.
hmm?
This intrigues old Wando.
Yeah?
I'm gonna sing a little
Perhaps.
song. I think.
Yeah, sing me a song about swindling.
Yeah. It's not gonna be quite that on the nose, but you know, the gambler maybe.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Let's see. Do you get a D8 Bardic Inspiration die?
And given that Servo can deliver spells with a range of touch, he perches on your shoulder and subtly transmits to you a wait, what was that thing? Oh wait, sorry. Wrong guy. A guidance.
Oh, thank you. I don't see what that roll was, but thank you. So do we have a game?
Oh, sorry.
We do indeed. We do indeed. I'm always looking for a gem to add to my collection.
Well,
You
very
see,
well.
I'm a purveyor of gems and magical items, and I would love to increase my
Yes,
collection.
yes. Well, I'm certainly not using it, so it means very little to me. So shall we play?
We shall.
Okay. I would like to use all of my...
Chess.com.
If that's how you would like to do it, I guess we could.
I mean, I don't want to make everybody watch us play chess, but we could play speed chess. Like, put 2
Can we
minutes.
not do that?
Yeah,
I
okay.
do like playing chess, but
I'll play you sometime.
The other 4 of us like playing D&D.
yeah, I was trying to consider a way where we could have like a conversation going, and I could be playing chess against you on the side, so I'd be distracted or something like that. But
Uh-huh.
but let's how should we do this? Let's see. Look at stat sheets here.
You tell me. I'm going to use
Need to
everything I
think about
could.
this.
There's a system for this. It's basically like a series of rolls, I think.
Yeah. There's something about playing dice against each other or something like that. I don't really know where to find this in the rules here. I could we could actually pushing up our glasses and taking this very seriously, or I could just make some decision here.
Best 1-round Yahtzee score. Go.
Wow. That. So how do you...
I mean, depends.
roll
What is the
5d6?
means in which you wish to play right now? Like, are you trying to do kind of a sleight of hand, like switching of pieces?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat as much as possible, and I'm very good at it. My whole character is built around it. So
Yeah, totally. Well, give me, if you said you wanted to play the game straight, I would have you roll certain things. If you want to describe kind of the actions you might employ.
Oh yeah, so like definitely chatting him up and like appealing to basically distracting him as much as possible in terms of having a conversation. Also like employing flattery to think so that he doesn't think I'm like I think that I could get away with it. But yeah, like subtly moving pieces into more strategic places with my wrist as I actually make my moves, and
So
all my cheating ways.
Yeah, I feel like you have some idea of how to play this game. You kind of like it. So part of the deception you could be pulling is like looking like a worse player than you are, trying to bait them into a bunch of bad moves. So let's start off with a deception check.
Okay. I want to start on a good foot, so I'm gonna use the inspiration you gave me earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you try like a fool's mate gambit where you start off looking like it's pretty standard opening, but then you switch to kind of pin his king in this way that is a quick victory. But he doesn't make a good play off of this. You're like up tempo, but he's actually not been completely defeated. This might be the time to actually physically move some pieces around. So if you
Okay.
wanna give me
Sure. Give you what?
so while doing, give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
And actually, Fadrin, you are noticing this happening as well. Why don't you give me a performance check?
And you get a bless on that sleight of hand.
And your performance check
Or
gets
sorry,
a
guidance.
+1 from the magic strings.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wait. How does
Oh wait, he's lucky. He's lucky.
I warned you guys. How does inspiration work again? Is it too late once I roll?
You're
Yeah.
supposed to declare it beforehand, but
I'm printing that for Sam.
It's an 8, by the way. That's not a 7. +1.
Mhm. I'm printing that for Sam because I don't know exactly when I'm failing or succeeding. So if I am failing at something, then
you can roll
I intend to use a psionic energy die to add the number rolled to the check.
Okay, so you get a blessed die and a psionic energy die. Why don't you do a sleight of hand?
Okay, another one, or because I rolled one above
I didn't
performance.
see. Oh, you did already.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 was your sleight of hand roll.
It says 13.
That was the deception. 13. So roll a d4 for your bless.
Okay.
And your bardic inspiration die if you so choose to expend it.
So this is like getting into mid game, right? So yeah, I'll stack everything into my favor here.
What's the relevant check going to be here?
Don't know.
What stat is?
I've just made up a number in my head, but you can expend all of these if you
So
want.
I'm at 21 with my sleight of hand. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I feel like with that I can put myself in good position.
Yeah, you dexterously move a bishop onto a square that wasn't properly supposed to be on.
Oh god,
You've
a bishop?
already taken-
It's pretty obvious
Yeah.
if I end up with 2 dark square bishops.
Well, you already taken the other one, so it's not super obvious.
Okay.
And you move some other pieces around just gently by nudging them, giving yourself a strong advantage in the mid game.
Nice.
You've got him pretty well cornered, but he's starting to scratch his head trying to figure out what's going on. Would you like to give me a persuasion check to make sure that he doesn't?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've expended
Sure
all
do.
your inspiration.
Hell yeah! I can talk my way out of his suspicion.
Yeah, you basically insinuate that he's got a small dick because he's threatened by women, and in a way that
That's on brand.
Yeah. In a way that
Can I cast invisibility on one of that guy's chess pieces? I guess maybe not because it's supposed to be a
Range touch.
person. Yeah, it's organism.
I don't know how it works on objects. It's very clearly written as creature, but I feel like creatures are harder to make disappear than objects, so I really don't know. But I think the persuasion check, we're at the end of this little game. The persuasion check is sufficient. Eliza, you want to role play putting him into check?
Yeah, sure. Well, sir, I very much respect your business here and your wares, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to come at me with a little bit stronger game next time. Slide check.
And mate. He's just like looking at the board, like he can't believe what's just happened. Partially because subterfuge and cheating has happened, but he's just like, wow, Hondo hasn't lost a game in years. Good, my lady, you are quite a player.
Thank you.
I cannot say how bewildered I am at the deftness which you play this game.
What can I say? I've been a natural all my life.
Shall we make it double or nothing?
No, we really must be going.
And he's grumbling as he hands you over 25 gold coins.
Oh, 50? Thank you.
25.
Okay. All right. I go over to Shitty Igor, and
Igor.
and I immediately buy myself his
Get
boots
very
of
small.
magnificent jumping.
You now have the boots of magnificent jumping.
Woohoo!
I think you can just
Yeah,
grab
I'm going
grab
to.
them from
I had
inventory.
to give myself the money. Sweet.
Why don't you print it for everyone, because it's
Yeah.
it's
Now I can jump twice as far,
So,
and I only need to move 5 feet in order to longer high jump.
super sick.
Yeep. Thanks, Igor.
and it only consumes the distance of what the jump would have been. So jumping requires your movement, but if you jump if you were to jump 5 feet, and because of these boots you were jumping 10 feet, it only requires 5 feet of movement extra. You see what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
So
This
you
is just
double
very
the-
thematic for me because I just had that ridiculously awesome jump attack from the last fight, so I had to have it.
You're now obliged to jump every single movement.
Love it. I'm into it.
Yeah. You definitely get further if you do running leaps.
Speedrunner dodge roll movement.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah, I'm bunny hopping every combat now. Hype.
And we already know that traveling, at an angle makes you go farther in this game.
That's
Like,
true. That's
now
true.
You're jumping at an angle, so you're gonna be wall bouncing,
Let's
Just
go.
like
shooting hand crossbows at exploding barrels to give yourself more momentum.
have you seen the parallel universe video?
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
be traveling 1 PU.
Yeah.
All right, sick.
While everyone was distracted, Tal bought himself the quick quarter staff because he doesn't like to make things about material possessions, and doesn't want people to know that he likes nice shiny things.
Nice. All right. So here we are. Thank you very much, my lady, for your purchase. I can imagine you leaping across valleys and into my arms at night.
Oh, weird. And I leap away from him. I leap.
That is how old she actually is.
I leap over him and into the cart in one.
All right. So y'all pretty much ready to go?
I believe our business here is concluded. We have enough money to pay the tax. We all have shiny new trinkets. I mean, all 4 of you have shiny new trinkets. So, kick my old staff to the corner of the cart. I think
Samuel's
we
like,
best, be on our
shiny.
way.
All right.
So what time of day is it? Do we want to stay here for the night before leaving, or should we just go and make camp along the way?
Personally, I'd sooner be further away from the gang of spiders that lives underneath here in case we did not exterminate all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you do have about a half a day or a day's worth of wiggle room before you have to get to the castle, but there's a pretty tight schedule that you guys are on, and it's still fairly early in the day. Like it's like maybe noon. You did a bit of traveling this morning, and you had this encounter, which took a couple of hours, but you've got some traveling left to do on your schedule at least. You guys can choose whether or not you want to, but with possibly trying to investigate this body, you probably do want to be on your way.
We gotta find it.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah, I
hold
mean,
on.
like you could
Out
have
of
like a
character,
short,
why are we
short,
trying to find this body again?
short rest or something.
Why are we trying to find the body? I think we're gonna bring it back and show
Just
it
as,
as
like,
proof. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just gonna show up with a body and be like, "Hey, look, King, your messenger's dead, and we blame this guy."
Yeah, it's not foolproof, but
But maybe our honesty and the fact that we brought the money will help our argument. Like if we hadn't told
yeah.
him, we'd probably try and hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, cool. I wouldn't mind taking a short rest before we set out. It looks like Callan took a couple spider bites. A couple of them made their way through his illusion army.
Just a scratch.
Hey, Callan, would you like a little bit of healing? Don't even wait for him to respond. You get 6 healing.
Sick.
And I get 6 healing.
And,
We're
I'll play
taking
a
a
little,
short rest? Is that what's happening?
yeah, I'll play a little sort of quasi lullaby.
Nice.
How do you roll hit dice?
It comes up when you
Click
click short
it
rest.
gives
Yeah.
you a little, yeah.
Ah, short rest. Roll.
Is it adding those to your thing
Yeah, it
automatically?
heals you. It heals you automatically when it happens. Cool.
Will it add the thing?
Yeah.
Plus 4?
And remember, you get 1d6 free healing for Eliza because you have the necklace.
I think she was
Wait,
at
did
full.
the Song of Rest
I
affect any
was
of the
at
hit
full,
dice
yeah.
rolls? I
Sorry,
think
what was
so.
that?
No. Song of Rest did not get factored into the hit dice rolls. Daniel, what did you roll? Oh, I just get
Yeah, you just get to roll into 6. Right.
Okay, well,
How does Song of Rest work? We roll a d6?
Yeah, you
Yes.
just roll d6 if you're.
Resting.
it would have been 3, which would have saved me from having to roll 1.
Stack these.
How do I increase my hit dice though?
You might have to take a long rest, but just have it in your head that you have 1 extra hit
Yeah.
dice for now.
Noted. Thank you. Okay.
So you rest up, you laugh and talk with Igor as he tries to hit on Eliza again, and
Stay away.
in the Godwig, the messenger, is kind of looking at y'all. Now would probably be the time you want to go find his body if you want to press him about it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Was that aimed at our good Godwig, the quarterstaff,
would like to
or are you
press
just
him.
testing it?
Yeah, sorry, those are test swings.
Yeah.
Practice swings. Going pretty near Godwig's head, just sort of over the top of it. Just doing a little kata like in the back of the cart.
Nice.
And during that short rest,
Yeah.
I would also have liked to use any of the leftover like spider venom to try and sort of like milk it and distill it into like a vial or something?
Do you have any jars or gourds or ink pots or things that could store the venom? Anybody?
Yeah, I have. So as an artificer, I basically have like a collection of trinkets in my bag that I use for dumb little magical things. So like I have little vials and like screw top jars and like a tiny treasure chest and like little Jack in the Box. Basically like Happy Meal shit. And so like I run it around in my sack and pull out. Yeah, exactly. Some little
Excellent pocket
like-
stuff.
yeah.
All right, add
Okay.
1 vial of poison would you to Tal's inventory. Let's
Okay.
add 1 vial of death web poison. We can resolve that later.
Yeah. Well, I'm fixing my character sheet because the creative accounting I did on it did weird stuff when I like auto converted money. Okay, now it's back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's weird that it auto converts money. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because the weight of specific coins is technically
Maybe a toggleable feature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of strange how by default it's all in percentages of like 1 gold coin. But anyways. All right, on the road.
On the road again. Going places.
Y'all on
that
this
I've
road.
never been.
Where are you trying to head?
The dead body. To exhume a corpse for fun and profit.
So you pressure Godwig again. Schooly, do you mind doing a intimidation check for the spinning of your bow staff?
Yeah, sure can.
Okay. Does anybody else want to kind of muscle and rustle this fellow,
Yes, I would.
or use any kind of tactic you want?
I'm more a muscler than a rustler.
Yeah.
I'm going to do non-muscle rustly muscle, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he actually, you guys are kind of pressuring him to try to tell you what this body is, and from your initial attempts in the morning and the previous night, he was a bit reticent, it seemed, to tell you guys where this body might be. But he seems a little bit more pliable this morning. You kind of growl and bark at him, and Tal whips his quarterstaff around. Give me an insight check. Let's see. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay, so I would like Schooly to roll the insight check because I just rolled
Awesome.
to choose which one of you guys would do it.
Insight. I rolled a 4 plus 7.
Yeah, he's leading you guys in the direction of where he says the body is. He seems to be relatively truthful from what you can tell, and he's finally complying for once. So you seems like a boon.
So should I kill him or not?
Not yet.
Nice. Good job, everybody, for making your own items and stuff. I'm impressed and enjoy it. It's also kind of a cool system that is pliable enough to do that. Okay, so you head down the road. The day is slowly turning into evening. It's not nighttime yet, but it's getting there. It's pretty late to be on the road, but the sun is still in the sky. It's actually at a point right now where you are sort of looking. Let's see if it. It's at your back, and your shadows are casted long across the road ahead of you. Um, you you are kind of pressuring this guy occasionally into telling you how close you're getting, and he says you're getting fairly close, and that he'd like to uh, be able to see where you are to give you better directions. He take let's see. All right, Callan, can you give me a perception check?
I can.
You notice him mouthing words again. He's trying to do it in a way which is sort of concealed. He's not, he's just sitting in the corner and kind of goes,
Well, spit it out then. What have you got to say, Goodwin?
nothing to you. I'm just chewing on my tongue because nobody's you forgot to give me some rations this morning, and I'm digesting my own liver at this point.
Hold up. Would Phaedron's magic strings have started vibrating in response to whatever the
Phaedron,
fuck
would you
that
like to
guy's
check
doing?
if your magic? Would you like to take your loot out?
Yeah. I've been trying to get the string effect.
Yeah, as you're kind of playing around trying to fasten your loot together, the strings are surely enough vibrating with the strands of magic.
And I'm still curious about what that guy was mouthing before. I didn't buy his explanation. Do I know anything about that? Like,
Give me a
looks kind of
history
arcane.
check or arcana. Ooh, arcana. Yeah, you sort of, you recall from recently, you've seen somebody doing this, somebody you had confronted at a bar before. It seems like this is something which seems to be contagious, mutterings of sorts. Certainly something is happening. You think possibly that there is telepathic communication happening.
Wasn't the last time, didn't we determine that it was Thieves' Cant? Or was that two separate things?
When you used your silencing magic, which you did last time, used a silencing spell, they switched to Thieves' Cant.
Gotcha, okay. So it wasn't originally Thieves' Cant. Got it.
You assume that there's some kind of telepathy going on right now.
Do I show a spell without casting it?
I don't
Go to print it, and when it says like, "Do you want to use a spell slot?" Be like, "No, I don't."
No. Okay. Would that be helpful?
I think spoken language, right, is the problem.
Yes, but I find this kind of clever, and I like the ability to use your spells for reasons. So,
very good.
I'm gonna
he's
try and surreptitiously sit on him.
He's not currently doing it anymore because Callan kind of confronted him. But when he resumes, you may cast Tongue, and the passage of time happens. You see, as you get a little bit further down the road, you see him kind of doing that again. The strings on your lute quiver, and you cast tongues. He seems to be relaying your position on the road to somebody. You do not hear the other voice.
Right.
Um,
And I'd like to study him for a little while and see if his moving his mouth, is what. Sort of investigate the mechanics of this a little bit, right? So he's moving his mouth, and is that I'm sort of able to infer the meaning from that? And is it happening when he doesn't move his mouth, or like can we stop him from doing this?
You could probably
One way
stop
we
him
could stop
in
him.
many different ways, but it seems to be similar to the kind of magic Eliza uses to establish a connection with multiple people. He doesn't seem to be the one casting this spell. It seems to be coming from somewhere else, but you can only hear little bits and pieces of the magic that he's using through your use of tongues. You can tell, though, that he's basically trying to relay your position on the road. Eliza, are you trying to use psionic whispers to intercede here?
No, I'm printing it so that everyone has the access to the information that
Yeah, it seems to be similar to this, if not this.
I
It's
was
some kind of
considering whether or not I wanted to psychically invade his mind and be like, hello there, and see if I could hear whatever he was trying to communicate. But I have not done that.
So, as far as you guys know, Fadrin is acting a little strange.
Yeah.
Fadrin, do you want to let the other people in on this information? Or you can kind of motion to Eliza, see if you can get her attention, maybe get your comms up.
Yeah. Hey guys. So we might want to blind and gag this guy. I think if you look closely, it looks like he's got some sort of psychic spell going on. That's
Now, if you say this as plainly, you can do whatever you want.
Can I get out of earshot of him or something?
No, you're in a wagon together. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can someone lend me a handkerchief?
You could also try to give some signal to Eliza, because she can allow you to.
Yeah, good call. So I'll tap Eliza on the shoulder and do this thing, which.
Okay, I'll establish psychic whispers within the party.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we're not the only one psychic whispering around here, Eliza. Sort of motion of her man.
Okay.
You look across to the guy. Everything kind of clicks into place. You also now believe that you are being spied upon from the stranger in your midst.
Okay, well, I can't really do anything about that, about him actually whispering with people. It is weird because, at least for my use, it only lasts a couple hours without having recasted within a mile of someone. So I guess that could mean that they're very close by, and that is troubling. But yeah, anyway, so I can't really stop them from doing it, but what we could do is, if we think that he's betraying our position, we could deprive him of his senses, and then he can't really be usefully communicating.
Yeah. Well, I think I can get rid of it. I remember something about this from mage school before they kicked me out. Do we want to? Can you intercept it or anything fancy like that? I think I missed that part of the course.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I mean, I could try, but I don't think that I could step into his. I don't think I can tap his wire. His fancy wire.
I don't know when our next long rest is, but I could prepare a zone of truth if we're trying to find more information about this guy's psychic leader.
It seemed to me that zone of bludgeoning worked pretty well last time.
You know, I'm all for a zone of bludgeonings, but I think we could also just zone a blindfold and
Well, I'll do this, I guess.
Have we? Oh, nice.
Sounds like somebody else has cast it on him, right?
Yes.
That he is exuding magic aura.
Yes.
So I'll dispel magic on him and give him a little wink, like.
He slowly turns his head to you.
Yeah. Let's talk, buddy.
What was what he's flustered. He's like obviously flustered. He is expecting a few hammers to the forehead at this point. He's kind of casts his eyes down.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. We just, seemed like you were having a pretty interesting conversation there, and it, wanted to ask you what it was about. Maybe get in on it. Small wagon, kind of rude not to include everyone, right?
He's searching for something to say. He's kind of I can't say. I've been taken with there was a voice that's followed me since we left Highgrove. He's they're set. There's this voice has been following me since Highgrove. There's somebody been in my mind, and I've been pleading for him to aid in my rescue. There's
Flick him in the forehead.
yeah, he's freaked out. He's like, we must if you he's hot on our tails. If you the only way to avoid them now is to double our pace and to get back to if we cannot turn around this time, we have to make our way around the buttes in order for us to avoid capture by this unseen foe. I know not if he is a friend.
Does this voice? What does this voice tell you about him? What do you know about the owner of this voice? Or we are moderate in number. If this is the voice of just one solo person, I feel not afraid.
Oh, he says he brings. It's I did not discover his plans. Only that he wishes to render me aid.
Render you aid, eh?
That is what he says, but I must admit he only thought to do that when I mentioned the gold that we're carrying.
Oh, I see. So you regularly align yourself with bandits?
It's probably fucking beans and toast. We saw him cast the spell in the first place. I say we pull over to the side, hide in the bush, see him pop into our cart, and then I'll give him a good whacking.
Lay a trap. I like it. Can we leave do we have anything that we could make a decoy chest and hide the real gold somewhere?
Yeah,
Any
I mean, you
spellcasters
could-
got like illusionary magic or something like that?
Or you dig a hole magic.
Yeah, we can definitely dig a hole. Yeah, okay, and just leave the chest, the actual chest empty. That seems fine. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's do that. So everyone on board with pulling over, setting up a fake camp for the night, hiding the real treasure in something that has a snare nearby, and then leaving an empty chest to be the bait, and then catch these guys.
Works for me.
Okay.
I'm pretty disappointed with our friend here, though. Like, I thought we were on the same side here. I thought we agreed to this. Now you're
Well, I
next
don't.
to us. We're just gonna kill you
I mean,
too. What do you think, man? Very disappointed.
I'm not sure you can trust the loyalty of one that you have shackled. But yeah, I mean, it sure doesn't bode well for his "I'm hungry and want rations" case. I think maybe you lost your rations privileges for the day, little buddy.
Yeah, make sure to make some extra nice biscuits and just like
Oh, he gets no extra nice biscuits.
no.
Eat all our
you
salads
make
right in
the
his face.
you make the extra nice biscuits, and then you just yeah, exactly.
This salad is so famous.
Mm, yeah.
Can really taste the fame
Mm.
in
I
every
can
crouton.
I can see why it costs 4 gold.
2 gold.
Yeah,
Two
two,
piece.
yeah. Okay, so can we do that as I described?
I'd say we just move all of the gold to one of the chests, make a fake camp, as you said, set up our tents, and then lie in wait nearby. Unless we think they're going to accost us on the road shortly. That's still a couple hours till the sun sets, I believe.
Sorry, could you repeat what you said about the plan?
Are we
Move the
trying to
gold.
set a trap for them while we are on the road, or are we pulling over and just setting
When we pull over
false
for camp.
Okay, because then we do expose ourselves to encountering them as we continue traveling eastward.
Oh, I see. They're headed towards us from the opposite direction. They're not on our tail.
I know not where they're headed towards us from, and I don't think we can trust anything he's said.
Okay, so then pull over now, and is what you're suggesting is it's the safer decision?
I was merely outlining the pros and cons of each option,
Gotcha.
not marrying myself to any.
Okay, very well.
Both in character and good advice. I really enjoyed that.
Well, yes, I appreciate your insight and your tactical mind. I feel fine with making early camp personally, and if you believe that is the wiser decision, I think that makes sense. Unless anyone has any other reason not to.
What I mean, has this been like a day of travel? What time is it right now?
It's like I was saying earlier. It's fall, and the sun is setting, so it's probably around 5:30 or 6. It's not.
Okay.
It's fully got another half an hour to an hour before it's fully set, but it's not nighttime yet. But it's nearing the time that you would consider taking a rest. You would only be losing a third of a day of travel if you were to make camp now.
Alternatively, I could cast Pass Without Trace, and we could continue, hoping to run into them. But
A real
Can-
stealthy wagon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we hide a wagon?
I mean, it will add to your stealth, and perhaps, you could do something like unhitching one of the horses and traveling ahead, or traveling ahead of the wagon, slowing the pace.
I personally don't feel too threatened by our schedule, or even if we show up a little bit late, we still have a very good excuse, and that is we were absolutely fucking betrayed by this piece of shit. Spits on the dude. And that that should buy us some leeway, I think, in the minds of the king.
In my experience, the king's not particularly full of leeway,
Hmm.
despite what more reasonable men would think.
That may be true. That may be true. Well, I do. We do pay you for your advice. So if that is if your advice is to maximize as much travel as possible as to minimize the chances of drawing the king's ire for our tardiness, then so be it.
So what say we pull over, set up a fake camp, perhaps populated with ghostly illusions of Callan here, while we lie in wait nearby.
Hell
And
yeah.
if we're not accosted, by nearing daybreak, perhaps we just get an earlier start to the day. Make up for lost time.
Seems good.
All right, we do that.
Do you have augury prepared? Give us a little
I do not.
womp womp.
Okay, so you've noticed this habit in this guy before where, some kind of subterfuge has sort of been at least thwarted by a change in your action. His last recommendation was to speed forward because they were coming up behind you. It's been a bit of time as you move the gold from one chest to another, emptying one, Eliza having to open the locks for both to do this, locking one box, burying one far enough away from your camp in a way that you would know exactly where it is, but you think you do that. Pass without a trace can be used now to move around this gold in case you are actually in vision if you want. But do you want to actually cast Pass Without a Trace or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do this subtle.
It only lasts an hour.
You don't have to. You can, if you don't think you're being watched.
Says the DM. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so after you've done all of this stuff and you've set up camp, I don't know what extent you want to be in the camp or not, or if you want to pretend like you're in the camp, or you want to go ahead and cook food like you were, but like be aware. Does anybody want to be on sentry, or how do you want to go about this? Do you want to pretend like you're in the camp?
I was
Let's
kind
get
of
out of
thinking
the
like
camp.
hiding
was
in
thinking-
bushes and or trees, like
Yeah.
within
Great.
20-30 feet of camp, so that when people come to like stab through tents in the dark, we could
Okay.
waylay them.
Well, me and Goodwin will hang out in camp. Cause a scene.
Okay.
Perhaps it'd be better if
protect
Goodwin
my brother.
could not talk for this.
Godwig. Yeah, you want to
Godwig.
gag him?
Godwig.
Yeah, I want
So
him
you
gagged
gag-
permanently.
You gag him and you tighten all of his stuff. And you gag him in a way where like his jaw is wound this way and this way, like babushka / taken prisoner.
What does Art have to say about this?
Art.
I want to hear from
is-
Art.
Art would like to keep Samuel safe.
Yeah, exactly. I figured.
Pretty simple, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
how are you going to do that in this?
I actually wonder if I might be a useful decoy because I can look like I'm sleeping even though I'm not.
Hmm.
And I also have I can also take a decent beating. I'm pretty good bait.
Okay, well, if you're gonna
so-
bait, then I'm gonna protect Samuel.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've trained you. You're competent. And sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Okay. Well, so this road is it's a little bit more narrow, but it's the best one I have for this situation in terms
Oh
of
shit!
creating
Wait,
a
could we
camp.
dress me up like? Could we dress me up like an old statue or something? Like, could we just like stand me on like a little pedestal and just like cover me in grime, and then maybe use like a little prestidigitation to like make me look like sort of like burnished and like degraded, like one of those statue guys, that like is a street performer, and then they'll think it's some shrine to some old god or something, and then wham, right in the face.
I just
Yes.
start throwing clumps of dirt at Art, like with incredible alacrity. Just dirt and mud.
Loading fork.
How do I rotate my guy? Oh, never
Control.
mind, he's not rotated anymore.
Okay. Now there's some trees you can hide behind.
Sweet.
And make your camp over here.
Yeah, we're exploring. We're
let
putting
me-
gold in places.
All right. Okay. So you effectively go and hide over there. Hold on.
Where is the camp? Sorry.
Actually, you know what?
We have something that looks like a cart over here on the right side.
Yeah. Okay. I was
no, we moved
I was
again.
thinking maybe we get you onto that map, but this is where we're making camp. No.
All right, I'm hiding in the bushes with Samuel.
Okay. Choose bushes to hide in.
Okay.
Okay. So
Can
back
we
to
have
what I
like
was
a
saying.
bonfire light source or something?
So back to what I was saying briefly
Yeah.
before we kind of managed our actions as a team. You guys do notice in the demeanor of Godwig the messenger, you feel like something has not gone to his plan. So his plan was originally to have you guys double your speed because they were close on your heels and surely would be catching up to you. Now you're here, you've made your preparations. Perhaps they're in the bushes somewhere, but so far, nobody is coming up on the road. Godwig is stirring a little bit in his bonds, and it is not night yet. You do not have to stay here, but so far, nobody is coming.
Godwig, did your friends say what time they'd be ambushing us from behind?
He's gagged.
Just a show of numeral fingers would be fine.
It's a big word for you, Callan.
Yeah.
You've been hitting them books again?
Can't hear you from the bushes, Tal.
He's kind of like.
I hold up one numeral to him.
Sorry, what does he do, Sam?
He's like a shrug, but his hands are bound together. It's also well, like little Asian girl, like
very cute, very cute. Well, it seems that they're either late or very sneaky.
You think that maybe it'd be either this is your camp for the night and like you settle in to like maybe actually go long rest or continue holding position overnight, or perhaps you can scout ahead a little bit. It seems that he wanted you to push forward, maybe from this protected position. You can leave your valuables or whatever and try to see if you can find this, what you now assume to be an ambush, having had been laid for you.
Yeah, do you want to take
Yeah.
yogurt time?
Yogurt time.
Ooh.
Ooh, Ooh, I
Flavor
like
time.
it.
Flavor time.
All right.
Whoa. Let's see. I think I might dismiss her bigger.
That's some good yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
Wowee.
Hey, Andy.
Yep. Yep. Oh, is that just counting heads? I can't. You just said something, but I couldn't hear you.
Nope. No Jamie sound.
Check 1, 2.
Gotcha.
Microphone check.
Yep.
Andy, where's the DPC bracket at? I can't find it. Just googling it.
DPC bracket. I go on Liquipedia. Yeah.
That's what I'm on right now, but it doesn't actually have the teams.
Alliance just 2-0'd OG. What up? So if you're on the Dota 2 Liquipedia page under regional leagues, you click on those. So S4 God. I'll play some more Beastmaster because he makes it look so damn good. Just stomped an Ember Spirit with it. Shout and Necrobook and dead.
Yeah, Beastmaster seems pretty good right now. We got owned by that Beastmaster a couple games ago.
How's everyone's yogurt?
My yogurt's a burrito and it's great.
Mm.
That's a good yogurt.
Very hard to eat. I'm having to use a fork, but otherwise.
I think you're doing yogurt all wrong.
Ricky up at least. And here finally an ally rotates over to kill him. He gets a crit, does 150 damage.
Oh, can I get a owl NPC, Sam?
Sure.
That's my. Oh, can I do that myself?
Yeah, I think you can, but let me see if I can create one for you. can now control this owl.
Sweet. I can indeed.
He's so small.
So can I. Haha.
Really?
Oh, no.
I thought it should only be.
No, the only reason I'm staying here is for the food, so you put that away.
Figure permissions. All players. Oops, none. And then owner. So now I believe only
Aw.
Matt. I mean only Dan. Move it.
We're different people.
Daniel, can you move it still?
Yes.
All right. Now this is your owl.
Sweet. Sweet. All
There are
right.
many
Goodbye.
like
Ronnie. So I will. Guess I will dismiss Hervé Ratois and summon an owl, which I will be naming shortly.
Okay, Ratois has been deleted.
Bye, bitch.
Okay, so you generate this animal familiar, the owl.
Mhm.
You want it? So you summon it and tell it to take flight, and it starts circling your position.
Sweet.
Okay, so the owl is scouting for you guys, and on the assumption that maybe a little bit further down the road there is an ambush set up. I don't know. Does the owl have kind of vision? Does the owl have? I wonder if it comes with it.
Advanced perception checks, and let's see. It has. Where'd that go? That's on the token, right? Vision. Dim vision 120.
Dark vision 120 feet. Okay, so the owl ascends into the sky and flies in circles and circular pattern around you. You see, it sees just a ways down the road, not too much further, in the direction that he said the body would be, a fallen carriage. So we are now in this screen. Let's have you guys go back here. I'm going to go over here to reset your player vision. Whoops.
Rude.
And now we will pull Owl Yosef into the game board. Okay. Your dudes, you're still on the previous page, but this is just shortly down the road. You can see you can move the owl around if you want.
Sweet. So, there we go. You still stop on walls, just by being an owl. The walls go way up, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we could make him a flying token so he can see unobstructed.
Yeah,
I have no.
take a look at that.
I don't really know if we can do that. Vision.
Oh, I can change elevation.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think that actually affects vision.
Doesn't affect vision. It looks like I maybe can send him through walls now, though. Nope. Never mind.
Okay. Well, you fly over the cliffs over here, and you see a fallen wagon. When you circle the owl around the sides here, you see a few people up on the cliff here. Whoops. You see several archers on the cliff.
Hmm. Interesting. Let's also report back.
And at the end of this fork, you see there's sort of a funneling in between these two cliff sides. You see that there are barriers put in place at the end of the road. This looks to be some sort of ambush.
Well, our friend tried to trick us again.
What is it this time?
There's like a pretty elaborate, fortified ambush setup, like a few hundred feet in front of us, that he was trying to rush us into.
Oh, that's not very far at all.
It is not.
Seems like we stopped in the nick of time.
Yeah.
So, seems to me like maybe we should. Our friend who set us up, we can give him the choice between having a horrible, excruciating death at our hands right now, and by right now I mean in like 12 hours when we're done with him, or he can help us give his stupid friends a quick and easy death.
Are you suggesting we unbind the traitor and try and convince him to fight with us? That seems...
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm suggesting that we get whatever information we can out of him. Or perhaps we leave him somewhere where, if there a way we can ensure that he does not live, if we also do not live, like perhaps tie him up, stuff his mouth, and like bury him in a hole somewhere, and then only come back and, that way only we know where he is, and we'll come back and get him once we finish off his friends. Give him an incentive for us to be alive.
Seems like a lot of work to bury a man up to his shoulders.
That's true.
You could hog tie him and tie him to a tree.
Yeah.
I was...
Wait, we still have spider venom, right?
Yes.
Can we poison him with the spider venom, and then, since we're the only ones that have the antidote,
the antidote is more of the venom, so...
Well, it's concocted through possession of the venom.
I think we still have 2 fangs, right? Like, I grabbed 3 and we used 1 to cure the girl.
You have enough venom to administer a dose and create an antidote. Also, the spider venom, although it never penetrated your guys' skin, it is a paralyzing venom that would paralyze and restrain.
Sounds like a good plan to me, but, what do I know? I'm just a robot.
Well, I don't know about the tactical elements, but I do love the idea of poisoning this bastard, so let's let's get to it.
I think you may be onto something there with the poison, and I was thinking that if they're expecting a cart to come down this path, why not give them what they expect? Perhaps put our friend here in the top of the cart, driving the horses, as it were, quite paralyzed, while we perchance sneak behind these archers, and while they're distracted, that would give us time to strike.
Dig.
Wait, are we still going to poison this guy, though?
Oh, most certainly we wouldn't want him to give away our intentions. Even a
Absolutely.
bound and gagged man can do things to make it seem as though something were amiss.
Art, why don't you drive the cart and we'll follow behind?
Well, I was suggesting we put him as like, the Weekend at Bernie's cart driver. Sorry, Fantasy Weekend at Bernie's cart driver, while we pass without a trace behind him.
Yeah, you've got a traveling cloak or two that you could throw over his shoulders that would
Yeah.
pretty much obscure who it is.
I assume he's not able to pilot if he's poisoned.
Yes, that would be correct. But the horses are sure-footed, and if you set them off on a path with their blinders on, they should follow it.
You could have your Echo help drive the cart.
I don't believe he can do that.
I feel as though putting our prisoner in harm's way defeats the purpose of having kept him alive all this time. I'd rather just have him thrown in the back with the rest of the cargo and treated as such. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Why not put Art in the driver's seat and he can take some arrows, right? He's got some strong armor on him, and but we can still disguise him as a human type looking figure.
I think that Tall is really the one who is good with the taking of the arrows, but I can be shot by arrows, yes.
I'm quite good at the taking of 1 arrow per 6 seconds.
Yes. That seems to be one of the most fundamental constants of physics in this world.
Per 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Doing roughly 3 things for 6 seconds. But either way, I'd rather not put ourselves into the trap.
It's also something to consider. I think Tall was absolutely right when he said they are expecting a cart.
Yeah.
But
So
in lieu of the cart, y'all could go on foot and try to ambush the ambushers.
And if we're not using this guy as bait, then I'd just as soon not bring him at all.
Yeah, I
Alright,
think
I'll
tied to a
drive the
tree
fucking
back here.
cart.
I already said I would. I'm cool with it.
Okay, deal.
So Pass Without a Trace has not been cast yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to cast it whenever we are approaching these dudes.
Okay. Do you want to? You have a pretty decent lay of the land, according to Fadarin's retelling. It's a fork in the road with in the little bit of a valley. There are 2 cliffs that kind of go up the sides of the valley. At the very end, when the cliffs are at their highest, there are several archers poised, and there is a cart that may or may not have been the original messenger's cart that is overturned in the middle of the road.
Hey, Fad, how many is several?
He saw 6.
6 archers.
Six.
Okay.
I saw 6.
Thank
He
you.
saw 6.
And they're all on one side of the cliff?
Nope, 3 on each side.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I would like to be on the south cliffs, approaching from behind the archers.
Okay. Do you want to travel as a group on one side, or do you want to split up?
I'm driving the cart, right?
Can we send the cart without units somehow? That seems a little safer.
It'll be fine.
what are we doing in terms of stashing the loot?
It is buried in a safe location on the previous map.
Oh, we've already buried it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I think as much as I'd love to stealth and murder, I think I want to guard Samuel and the treasure and stay back.
It's very unlike you, Eliza.
I know, no, I'd really like to murder these guys.
Might I suggest that if all the bandits are murdered, there won't be anyone to take the treasure or harm Samuel.
Okay. Alright, fine. I'll do what I did last time, which is set the alarm up.
You know it is funny. I go back and forth with that thought all the time. I must stand next to Samuel to protect him, but if I kill everybody, I do not need to stand next to him to protect him.
Works every time.
Alright, so there's now an alarm and a snare at the place where we buried the treasure, and Samuel's also hiding nearby it.
I think we can bring Samuel. It's time you learned how to push a man off a cliff.
Yeah?
Oh,
Samuel
yeah,
takes XP. We don't
Rite
want
of
him.
passage.
I can also cast Sanctuary on him.
I think we should
As
cast
I do.
Sanctuary on whoever's in the cart.
Oh, me.
That seems like a great plan. The bait, as it were. And I would think that. So are we trying to pincer all of these archers? Or are we just trying to overwhelm half of them and then find a way to deal with the other half if they're split 3 and 3?
Yeah, fighting only 3 of them at once sounds solid.
That would also make it easier to all sneak up if we were to be passing without trace.
Yeah, I think we should stick together on one cliff and then
Cool.
figure out how to murder the other ones.
Sounds good. So plan, art in cart, sanctuaried. Prisoner hogtied to tree, bound and gagged. Over here. Gold
What
safe. Samuel safe.
What kind of opposable appendages does your little droid have?
It is unclear. It sort of looks like a little bird, but there's like, little mechanically doodads that can like come out of places, and like, sometimes there's like a corkscrew looking thing, or like, like a spring, or like a
He's so
it's,
cute.
yes, it is
It's BB-8.
flexible.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes, it is BB-8. That is a
Except it floats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
okay. And then the 4 of us sneaking around to one of the cliffs, passing without trace. Any objections or alterations to plan?
Let's do it.
Hands in. Execute.
Okay. So y'all head up onto the cliff down here. You'll have to move there are like walls, so I don't know if you can move past walls. I guess I can move you up here. Oh, no, it doesn't let me. Oh no, there it does.
I actually can't move Callan at all.
Really?
Hey, you guys. Oh, I'm still owled.
Maybe I can bring him back into the scene.
I can move this one I just made.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm stuck.
Art, why are you up here? Get in the cart, Art.
Okay. So Art, how do you want to tell? You guys are ahead of the cart. How do you want to proceed?
Telepathically.
Easy
I
button.
mean, wait, we're ahead of the cart. Oh, now that's the. Wait, no, the cart has appeared. A wild cart has appeared.
Smash that magical table talk button.
Yeah, the signal to attack will be someone saying the word attack.
Well, I mean, how much further do you want? When do you want to achieve this position next to the archers, compared to the cart being pushed down the road?
Like about the same time.
I more or less want to charge up and hit dudes immediately after a fusillade of arrows goes at Art. Is how I'm sort of envisioning this.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll see which one happens first.
Yeah, that makes
Like,
sense.
Sneaking up to bushes right nearby, Art gets made, and then run up, try and kick people off the cliff.
Yeah, let me just
So, do you want to drive all the way up to the cart over here, Art?
yes. I mean, I'm just gonna keep going until they let their arrows loose, and then that seems like a good time for the Alpha Strike to hit because they will have just loosed their arrows, and we'll need to spend time trying to re-notch another. And
He
I
says
essentially on myself, I
telepathically.
maybe have a reduced sense of my own well-being and value of existence because I am both a robot and also have very much internalized that my life only exists to the extent that I protect Samuel. So,
Okay, so
I think you guys are good.
just for clarity of movement, basically, whoop, shit. Okay,
I mean, you,
So I'm
you can
gonna-
feel free to move us to where you
I'm
think.
I'm just gonna
can see
move. I'm gonna delete the carriage because it's blocking a lot of the view. But it's basically where Art is. There is a small gap. Callan can see the cliff. The archers are perched. It will take a little bit of an athletics check to jump up to where the archers are. It's not going to be a high threshold, but you do have to kind of climb this gap over here.
I would like to instead summon my Echo on the top of the cliff and then trade places with it.
Whoa!
After you give guidance to someone down below, and I guidance myself.
Fine.
The gap is only about 10 feet, so very jumpable.
Can't wait.
Okay, so Art comes in the cart. He gets up to the other cart. At this point, a figure stands up from the behind the cart, steps forward, and it appears to be Black Jack.
Jack Black.
Do you guys see the profile that I just shared with you?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. There's the Art.
The guy from the bar.
Yeah.
Sucking beans.
Old bag of beans himself. He's like, oh, that's about as far as you'll be going.
Oh, is it?
We can do this the easy way. Funk smashes his blackjack into his hand. Oh, we can do it my way.
I would assume that your way would be the easy way because why would you choose a way that is more difficult for yourself?
Does
Well,
not compute.
that we agree. Hand over the gold, and you may be on your way.
No problem. Go ahead and take it from my cart. You can inspect it and find it for yourself. I do not want any harm or trouble.
I would like to take this opportunity to shoulder one of these archers as hard as I can in the direction of the edge of the cliff.
Okay, you are now up on the cliff. You see archers practicing with practiced aim, all with bows drawn, kind of pointed down at the action. Take an athletics check for a shove, and I think they have to react to your shove to even have a chance. So actually, the shove just goes through. I think you have the option of pushing them prone or pushing them 5 feet.
I'm gonna go with 5 feet.
Okay. So you run up behind the first archer. You give him a sharp shove. You hear the archer cry out, "Gods! Ah!" As you shove them off the cliff. This archer now takes, let's say the cliff face at this point is 40 feet up. How does fall distance work again?
1d6 per 10.
1d6 per 10. So let's do, let's say 50 feet up. So 5d6.
That number will be important, so will continue to come up.
Also, is it nighttime? What's going on with vision here?
Those are just tall trees that you are hard to see through.
So I should have, like unlimited
60 foot.
vision, but not.
You have 60 foot of daylight vision, right?
I mean, I think.
Token vision is unobstructed. But I think even during daylight, you have a limited amount of vision.
Yeah, I just set mine to 60. That seems reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, it all should be 60 daylight vision anyways.
So I'd like to waltz over to the next archer and give them a shove as well.
Okay. So I'm going to say the archer takes damage but also falls prone because she just got pushed off a cliff without knowing. So let's just
How
go
many
with
athletics
that.
checks do you get?
As many as you have attacks.
How many attacks do you have?
2.
Okay.
Somewhere between 2 and 5.
Right.
Yeah. Somewhere between 2 and 6, actually.
Okay,
Right.
so this time I would like you to make a strength or athletics check. And the archer is going to make an acrobatics check at disadvantage. Okay, you push this archer off the cliff. Crash. Roll.
Get him.
Okay. So this one takes 16 damage.
Why did we all come up on one side?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna mark these guys as prone, and prone. Okay. You guys are all going to be able to take a turn, and then we're going to be rolling for combat initiative. This is a little bit of a surprise, so these first attacks are at advantage. Let's have this turn go pretty quickly, and then we'll roll for.
Could we just roll the initiative order and then
Let's do
it
that.
in order?
Yeah. Let's do that. I think.
Are you doing the roll for everyone?
I just rolled for everyone. Yeah.
Cool. Fad, my man.
All right. I loot out, make eye contact with one of the archers that is actually the remaining standing archer.
And let's make sure we're set your vision to 60 right now because it's still daytime.
Okay.
So you can do that in your tokens.
Yeah. Vision. So I'll just set vision. Move up a little bit, I guess. There we go. Yes, I strike a dissonant chord on my lute and cast
I'm just changing everybody's vision stats right now.
When you cast Eldritch Blast, is it like a metal shred? Is it, is it like black metal or something?
Kind of, yeah. It's definitely
Like very dissonant. Mm-hmm.
spooky. Mm-hmm. So there are my 2 attack rolls on this guy.
Do you have them selected?
I think so.
I
Try
would say-
selecting them by alt
No, I
clicking
didn't.
and then do it again.
Got it. Okay.
Well,
Well,
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to the combat order. Pop this out.
Actually, as a bonus action, I will do Bardic Inspiration on who's next? Eliza.
sweet.
I've been writing a song about you since you gave me that sweet string.
Love it.
Fuck. It's kind of fun to have the vision working like it does, but I sort of want to show you the whole map now, just because you're at an advantage. I mean, you're at this height. I wonder if I could turn off walls or something like that. I could clear walls, but then I would just be out of walls.
in terms of walls, we have no walls.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna clear walls. That's gonna make this a lot easier. Oh well. Boom.
I can
But
see
if you're standing
clearly
behind-
now, the walls are gone.
If you're standing behind a wall, you might not be able to see through it. We'll just role play through that.
How do you pop out initiative order again?
Just
Right
right
click
click
the
on
fist.
the fist.
Thank you. Okay, so time for you
Eliza's turn
to
next.
help me explain how or realize how the boots work again.
Wait, I can
You can jump
The
2 times the
doubles-
normal distance. This costs movement equal to the jump distance without the boot multiplier added.
So if you were to jump 5 feet normally,
Mhm.
you're wearing these boots, so you jump 10 feet.
Mhm.
This will only consume the 5 feet of movement it would have normally.
So my movement speed with Blade Song going is 40 feet.
Yeah.
So I can jump 80 feet.
No, there's rules for
No,
how
no, no,
long
no.
you can long jump.
The rules for jumping is there are standard rules for 5e. I'm just saying in terms of consuming, so you could be at the end of your movement with only 5 feet of movement left, and if you were to jump 10 feet with these boots, it would be okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
if you wanna
Help me
jump
through
in
this here. So I'm gonna move 10 feet, and then I'm gonna jump this gap, right?
Yeah.
So that's another 20 feet.
Jumping here, I'm pulling up jumping. So for jumping, I can just give you this in Discord. I'll post this in Wedding Nights.
Long jump, number of feet up to your strength score.
Up to my strength score. Modifier?
It's three
Score.
plus your strength score.
Okay, so I have a strength of 10. You're saying I can jump 10 feet?
You can jump 13 feet.
13 feet?
But this is if
5 for the
you're
boots, right?
That's
So 2 times the normal
so
distance.
when you make a high jump, you leap into the air. The number of feet equals 3 plus your strength modifier. That's what it says here.
that's a high jump. For a long jump, it's strength.
When you
score.
when you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet. Okay, so you can long jump that will cover gaps but doesn't give you verticality versus high jump where the number.
Okay, do I need verticality to get from there to there?
No.
Okay. So I need to get across 20 feet, right?
You need to jump across. Yeah, the gap is only about 10 feet across.
Okay. So, all right, I'm just retracing my steps here so that we do all the movement right. So, okay, so I move 15 feet, and then I jump 10 feet,
It only counts for 5 feet of movement.
but it only counts for 5 feet of movement. So I'm at 20.
Yeah.
And then 30, 40. So I will take my cunning action to then dash, right? Get the close the rest of the distance, and then I can make an attack, right?
Yeah.
And we're doing
Well, if
because
you have,
we're
does
jump.
cunning action consume an action? Like,
It
Bonus
takes a
action.
bonus action.
okay.
I turn my bonus action into a second movement.
Yeah.
And close the rest of the gap. And now I have my regular action, and we're at advantage, right? Because this is a sneak round,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
I get a freebie on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know why I'm selected on Samuel and Servo, but I guess it only matters that I miss the gnarly archer.
And you can
Rip
add 8 to that if you'd like, I believe.
Right, you gave me Bardic Inspiration, and that can apply to attack rolls.
Does it consume the Bardus inspiration to
did.
use it? Oh, but you just
It
gave it to it.
Yeah, I'll do it. So 20
But
to
this
the
is
gnarly
also
archer.
a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's
So-
just garbage, but it is
Hold up.
there.
Shouldn't you have had advantage?
You should have had advantage.
So just roll it again and do 13 damage if the second one hits.
Okay. Sure. I have to find these guys and figure out why I can't unselect them. There we
You
go.
just have to alt click on them.
Yep, got it. And where is... I don't know where Servo is.
With Art.
He's over by Art.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, this hits the archer. Does that have all your damage added up?
Yeah, I don't
For sneak attack?
know... Yeah, the sneak attack damage is in there. I don't know if you want to take the 13 from the first roll or the 17 from the second roll, or split the difference, or whatever. I'll leave that up to you. I guess I'll take the remainder of my movement to, I guess, just go here. But I'm dashing, not disengaged, so I can't leave without provoking an opportunity attack. And now I'm done.
Next is Samuel's turn. So he's gonna move over here, and that's his turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he does anything other than tighten the straps on his helmet, I'm going to be unhappy.
All right, it is now Arthur's turn.
So okay, so I get even like I'm even though I'm engaging with this guy, like I still get to get the drop on him. Or,
You know what? I do not think you had an advantage. You were
yeah,
not
I think
advantaged here.
that's fair. So given that the archer threat seems to be mitigated, I'm going
There's
to
3 more.
Sorry,
There's 3 more.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sam, question: Do I have line of sight on the archers that are to the northeast of me?
They are partially obscured.
Okay.
So you can see them, especially because you know where to look because of the bird scout,
Okay.
but they are under partial cover, so attacking them will be at disadvantage.
Is this rock that I'm next to like positioned such that I could get cover from these guys if I moved, anywhere that I can move?
Yeah, if you sucked it in and were like up against the rock right there, yeah, you would you would definitely be hard to hit. You would at least be at disadvantage if not unhittable.
Okay, cool. That is very good to know. Well, in that case, I think, I cast that Sanctuary, but I'm not feeling it. Okay, so I will take one step back to, what I assume is like better cover. And then I will go ahead and let's see. I will cast Shatter on this nice group of enemies right over here. And just clarify.
Can you ping that out?
Yeah. Jamie, your echo does not take area of effect damage.
I think it does, but it's fine.
Okay.
I think you should be able to cast an area of effect spell on a group of people. Like the fireball does it really well.
Yes. So I think it's that should be public though. Why is it to Jamie? Anyway, yeah, I shatter that group of 3 motherfuckers, including the 2 that fell. Oh, actually,
is there not a check for shatter?
It's a.
Oh, there it goes.
So, question: Shatter does double damage to structures, and there is a cliff face behind them. Can I potentially collapse rocks onto them, or cause a small landslide onto them?
Yeah, you can, but be wary your party is up on that cliff.
Oh, yeah, I guess I don't want to risk that. I will just get them in the corner of it then.
Yeah, this echoing blast flies out. It smashes a lot of them. Also, by the way, you can click the ruler now and select the effect that you just made and delete it if you want.
Cool.
Just do that for clearing the battlefield.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, right before I cast it, to the guy that I told, to get the stuff out of my car, I'm like, watch out. The cot is old and it can be very loud. And then I just fucking crack, boom, thunder these fuck faces.
So this kills your echo, by the way.
No, it doesn't. The token itself doesn't have my Constitution modifier, but if it did, it would save.
Okay, cool.
And how much HP does it have?
It has 1.
It has 1 hit point.
So half damage on a successful throw?
This kills the echo. Does it?
Is the echo immune to certain types of damage?
Yeah, no, it dies.
All right, cool. Go ahead and delete it.
And as my bonus action, Homunculus Boy takes a pot shot at Fuckface over here.
So try to remember to select targets. It just makes flow of battle better.
I do have him selected.
Oh, but it might be that you're rolling as yourself or something, or you're not.
Oh fuck! Did this? I think the token might not have the attack set up, and I've been having to change it each time the token gets instantiated.
Yeah.
Just make the attack on you, on Art.
No. The issue is the token does not have the attack object I made in the token's inventory does not have.
So what you in the future what you'll do is either
Mhm.
you can put the attack on yourself and you can do it like that, or you can go into the token in the menu where you are dragging him out of and make sure that the prototype token that exists inside the game inside the game's inventory has it, so that every time you don't have to reestablish this spell.
Thank you. I did not know that I had to.
Yeah, it's the difference between an instance of a token and a prototype and the prototype token.
Yes.
So
okay,
as long
that is cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we
well, in
can
that
kind
case,
of do that later if we can.
Yeah. Other people should go, and I can just roll this attack.
Yeah.
I think I might have had a reaction to use that I couldn't get in. Is that cool to do with the thunder?
Yeah. What triggers the reaction?
The bandit seems to be, he's done pretty well against the shatter. So I will slip him a quick insult to distract him and maybe undermine his
Cutting words and
attention to dodging. Yes.
it causes him to make a lower roll by how much? By a die. You have to make a die move.
Yes. Let's see. So public rules, and that's /roll d8.
So that's negative d6. Let's see. So yeah, that causes him not to save. It's an extra. All right, that worked. Nice.
Sweet.
You done, Art?
So all that's hit him is the 14 thunder damage, right?
The bandit, yeah.
Why does he have that much negative health? He should have more. Okay, yeah, I just clicked it one too. No, I'm just bad at math. Okay, for some reason it was minus 14, even though he saved. Weird. I don't know what's going on exactly with that, but it's fine. That's fine. It is right now. Cool. And now it's Callan's turn. Did you started our actions though? Interesting. Weird. I guess we had you move first because of reasons, but that's fine. We started the combat before we rolled initiative. So we're going to go back. It is now the enemy team.
Do I get to go?
Yeah, let's okay. Sorry, there's just a little confusion because we didn't. You get to go.
I leap off of the 50-foot cliff face. Just brown robe trailing behind me and this just spectacle of muscly man jumping off.
Hell yeah. How do you mitigate damage or do?
I use that print. No. Did this print? No. Do you guys see things printing?
No.
Well, I'm trying to use slow fall, which when I click roll just does absolutely nothing, so I'll have to check that out. But beginning at 4th level, you can use a reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level. So I reduced my fall damage by 40.
So you take no damage.
Yeah, I don't think 5.
Sick.
Can you use a reaction?
Yeah, you get 1 reaction per round.
I thought, but it had to be in reaction to something happening to you. And no, you could just
the
like.
reaction is him landing on the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
That checks out in my book.
Right.
It's a reaction to taking fall damage.
Yeah.
I'm not only slow at falling when people shove me unexpectedly. And then I'm going to wail on this guy if I can remember how to target him. And he's prone, right? So advantage attacks against him. Is he alive?
Yes.
Is he alive?
Yes.
Then he gets 1 punch. Is he alive?
Nice crit, dude.
Thanks.
Okay, so thwack once in his nice bludgeoning blow with the quarterstaff, and the second time, interesting. this is an unarmed strike, so that doesn't use your quarter 5. So you smash him one way, you smash him the other, and then you, with your unarmed hand, do like a Buddha's palm right in her fucking face, and splat goes the nose, blood and snot and all that viscera kind of flies out of her face as she crumples to the ground.
Cool. Then I'm gonna
Absolutely murdered.
move up against the cliff face, like all up in this lady's business. And I'm done. Where's my end turn?
So I think sweet. Boom. Nope, that's not the one.
Yeah, it was that lady.
Yeah.
Belligerent archer.
Yeah, there we go. And she's prone already, so I should have been able to use that to find it. Okay, cool.
Wait, why did my life go down?
I don't know. I didn't. If I did that, it was a mistake. I don't believe it was me though. But I'm just gonna move it back to 66.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. So pop this back out. Pop out. So did you end your turn? Yes, you did.
It wasn't like
Okay.
my turn in the turn order. I don't know.
Yeah. So an archer pops out of the cliffside here and can't actually see anybody, so kind of scurries over to this hill, chilling. Oh, fucking goddamn it! Why does this happen? So another bandit comes flying out of the bushes over here, running forward over to Art, selecting you, and makes 2 scimitar attacks. Wait, why didn't that actually? And 1 dagger attack.
I'm still falling high.
Okay, I am changing the damage for you, so you took damage already.
Thank you.
Yeah, the saber kind of slashes against your metal outside, doing pretty decent damage, kind of carving a little piece of your body and armor. And that's his turn. So this archer also kind of bounds down the cliff a little bit, ends up over here after deftly moving. And this girl just moves up here. It is now Fadrin's turn.
All right. Let's see. So, is Tal at the bottom of the cliff?
Tal is
Yeah.
at the bottom of the cliff, yes.
You didn't see my heroic jump off the cliff?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm sorry.
And
Robes
I'm
all
gonna-
aflutter.
I'm gonna that tree right here is why yeah is actually rooted to the ground. So with a generally sufficient athletics check, you could be able to scale down safely. It's also not quite 50 feet where you're at. It's more like 30.
I'm pretty happy up here.
Fine,
I'm
just
not
letting
I'm
you know.
not some war gymnast or something.
Mhm.
I just play songs, man. So I'm gonna play another song. And I will song on the guy I have selected.
That would be you've
know
got
what
gnarly
oh,
archer.
just the
Yeah,
bandit.
that's
Sorry.
fine. So that, yeah, you definitely fucking smash that fucking chord real hard, and an echoing pulse of magic flies out from your instrument, smashing into the bandit. The bandit is visibly wounded as a pulse of energy smashes into his chest.
All right. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Which I
You can
do
either end your
now.
turn, or I can just scooch on to the next.
Yeah.
This archer, the archer closest to Tal, attempts to regain her footing, expending half of her movement, and stands up and immediately tries to run away. This triggers a reaction
I
which
used
you've
my reaction already.
spent. Oh yeah, sweet. So
I was
she
just sitting there menacingly staring at her, and she saw through my bluff.
yeah. She moves the rest of her movement, targets Tau.
Spooked me there.
That was not her action.
Yeah, go ahead and self roll.
Okay, would you please wait? Why
Can't catch an arrow either.
Okay, so why are you not selected as the action? Sorry, I don't know why that didn't work. Normal. Okay, this hits Tal. Nice. Damn.
Okay.
I subtracted your HP this time.
Yeah.
I will let you do in the future.
Okay.
Okay, so now emerging from the top of this cliff here, you see a small figure perched at the edge of the cliff. It is the other member from the bar scene. He is summoning some magic and will cast a spell on y'all. He casts slow. Oh, boom. And you all pass your wisdom throws.
Can we like roll those?
It did that for me. But you
Okay.
passed unless you want to alter it.
No, I mean,
I think that's an advantage of this game system. Oops, sorry.
yeah, it like didn't show us what they were. But...
Now it suddenly shows it.
Mhm.
I guess I clicked again and it actually showed you your rolls.
It's just not rolling.
Cool.
All right.
So saving means not slowed.
Yeah, not slowed.
Like,
And as a bonus action, does he have any bonus action? No, that's his turn. Okay, cool. It is now Eliza's turn.
Okay.
You're still inspired, by the way, Eliza. Still got that shine on you.
Do I?
How does Bardic? When does Bardic inspiration go away?
Like 10 minutes, or if you use it once.
I didn't
but
use it
didn't
last
she
time?
use it?
Oh, I
Yeah, she
did.
used it.
I don't
No,
think so,
you-
because you
no.
rolled with it, so you didn't need to, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to push this bitch off the cliff.
Okay.
It's strength only, right? I can't like use dexterity and try to trip her off the cliff.
Rules as written is that it's a strength check, an athletics check.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's any other action that you can take that uses your dexterity. But
Pushy.
so she makes a dex check against this, or saving. No, actually, it's not. It's not a dex check. It's a acrobatics check. Normal. Yeah. She dodges as you go to push her. She kind of does it, rolls her shoulder back. Your hand pushes, but you push into a forgiving target that kind of shrugs it off.
Okay.
Yeah, that self roll went to all of us, or at least me.
Yeah. Self-roll does not seem to be self-rolling.
I unhid things.
Can we keep self rolls hidden?
Yeah, I'll have to figure out exactly how to because I was trying to make it so you could see my rolls. Which are you guys seeing them now?
No.
Interesting. Well, I'll try to figure that out. I can actually do that right now. I'm actually modules.
Okay, so then I will take my cunning action to disengage and use my movement to
All right, your roll should be hidden again, hopefully.
go here.
Okay, cool. All right, this archer spins around and takes a shot at Callan. This hits Callan. 17 is enough to hit your AC? Is your AC 17?
You are
Muted.
unplugged or something.
It is 16.
All right. Would you like me to reduce your health for you? I can do it right now.
Sure.
You take 8 damage. Boop. And she backs away from you. Over here. Arthur, it's your turn.
Well, I guess I will just deck this fucking dude in the face. And yeah, I look at him, he's sort of hitting me with his sword. I'm like, nah, weapons? What are you doing with weapons? And I will, bam, Thunder Gun to the face. It misses. It's a little too quick and wily. Bam, Thunder Gun number 2, right to the face. And that one lands.
Dude, Matt, stop self rolling.
Fuck.
Now we can't see them.
Yeah.
So you go to the die at the bottom, at the very bottom of your list.
Yeah, no, I set it back.
It's funny because I was just whining at him to start self rolling, and then he
Yeah.
finally clicks it.
And now it works. Well, all of the others were self-roll too. They just were not hidden.
Yeah, well,
Um,
this is actually working now, so that's good.
So yeah, so roll a 29, hit for 11, and for some reason my servo just won't roll. Okay, that rolled. So now I am 2 bonus attacks behind with my little guy, because for some reason it won't attack roll for him.
Maybe we
So
have to add him to the initiative order.
I don't.
It shouldn't
It
matter.
never seemed to be a problem before, but who knows?
What, didn't you just test roll a bunch of them?
I test rolled.
He made like 10 of them.
Servo, the servo has not been able to roll anything the first 2 years. So
I've
I'm
seen
going
two
to
servo
continue
attacks.
working on this, and then I will roll a bunch of attacks at some point.
I mean, we can figure it out. Can you just add that attack to your inventory list
Yeah, I added it to the inventory. That was not
of your
thing.
character?
Can you-
Oh,
yeah, add it to art.
Add it to art
Yeah.
for now.
Okay.
I don't know what the AC or something like that. If you can set it to something, but we'll. What
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just finished it for him, so I'll try it again for him. And
we
if
can
this
figure
doesn't
that
work,
out in between rounds, and
yeah.
I'll let you attack twice.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So that's my turn.
So let's talk about this cliff. You said it's 50 feet in where I'm standing ish, but like 30 over here.
It's like 30 over there, and this tree right here with an athletics check or an acrobatics check can be scaled down safely without taking a fall damage.
Is this all 50 over here too?
Yeah, as the cliff scales, it goes from 30 to 50. That's left to right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to run over to this archer over here and swing at her. Oh, sorry. I will select her. Rude.
Misses.
And then I will create another echo. And that's my turn.
Where did you create the echo?
It is floating in the air right here.
Sweet. I do see those attacks now, and they seem to be working.
Would a 15 have hit Blackjack? Because for some reason it's subtracting 2 from my rolls now.
Weird. I wonder what that's about.
I don't know. Still debugging. Anyway, if a 15 would have hit, no worries.
No, Blackjack has a higher armor class than that.
Cool. Okay, well then, problem solved.
Okay, so this bandit targets you, my friend Schoolie, and he will make a scimitar attack against you. This will hit. You can -8 from your HP pool, or I can do it for you. And that'll be his turn.
Okay.
He's now Kellen, didn't you just take your turn?
Yep.
Why
Let's
did
go a little out of order.
Yeah.
We're all at initiative 8, so
Yeah. Cool. Tal,
High
it's your turn.
dexterity goes first, right? Okay, I'm going to bonk on this arrow lady here. 1.
And since you never left his attack range,
Yeah, no oppos.
yeah. Okay. You
And
smash your thing
Two.
into her, smashing pretty hard. She's looking pretty bad.
Okay, I'm going to flurry of blows, and I'm going to punch her with one of them.
Okay, I saw a servo attacking there, but that's fine.
That was a self
It's a
roll.
stealth roll. It's
Okay,
fine.
yeah,
Sorry.
I see them
I'm
as if
still-
they were regular rolls.
Damn,
this-
how I missed.
Yeah.
She's looking pretty bad. Do I swing again or do I just heal myself?
Can't you do both? Isn't that your whole thing?
Yes, but he would have hit and then healed himself.
Yeah, when I
automatically.
flurry of blows, I get 2 punches as my bonus action. I can change one of those punches for a self heal.
Hmm.
And let's see. Let's try and punch her again.
Sick. This hits.
Does she die though?
No, she does not.
Then she's getting a hand of harm
Oh,
for another 8 damage. Now is she dead?
that kills her.
Okay, we got there, guys. We got there.
Boom, that kills the pretentious archer. She now dead.
Action, bonus action, 2 key points. I'm done.
Okay, a slightly better vantage point. She now has a better shot on Arthur. You're going to get shot at disadvantage because you're partially covered. I will do that now.
Yeah, get missed.
You carried him down.
Yeah, I had you selected, but that misses you. And she moves a little further out here to
There's
get
nothing
a
in the
cleaner
ebook?
shot on you. Now it's Blackjack's turn. All right, it's time for you to see old Jack in action. He flies over to you, running over to you. So if somebody else is, you get disadvantage if it's like, or you get advantage if it's a sneak attack, but that's it. Yeah. Okay. So he makes an attack against Art. Pull this out. Boom. Oh. Okay, that misses. And he makes
Oh.
another attack against you, but this time he shoves. So he's going to be doing an athletics check. Can you beat a 19 with a athletics or a dex or a acrobatics?
I think you shouldn't have told me the outcome because I have things I can do to change it.
Yeah, I don't always, but it's rolling
Yes.
fairly high, so I'm just giving you a
Um,
ballpark
yeah.
this time.
So you said athletics
Acrobatics,
or
athletics or acrobatics.
acrobatics?
Yep, shove attack.
So I will roll acrobatics, and I will roll also add a luck
Just
point
reroll.
to that. Oh yeah, that's
Just
true.
reroll a d20.
Yeah. Do I want to do that, or do I want to add? Yes, that's definitely what I want to do. Well, looks like I am knocked over.
Yeah, he pushes you to the ground. You are now prone. He is now going to make a second check against you. This will be another athletics check. This time you have to do an athletics checks in response. He's going to do it at advantage because you're prone.
And I also roll athletics.
Yes. You are now grappled. He is standing on you with you on the ground in pummeling position.
All right.
And take a quick look at the grapple mechanics to see how you break it. I think it's a strength check.
Sounds good. Wait, well, yeah, I'll look at the things. Yes.
So, oops. I'm going to just roll it once more normally. And we'll take the highest one. This misses author. Okay, this guy tried to hit you and missed. It's now Chummy Archer's turn. Chummy Archer will take a shot at this misses Tal. Sweet. That's her turn. Actually, she can multi-attack. We gonna attack again. Okay, a longbow arrow is fired towards you, Tal.
Ooh.
Cool.
Do you
I
have a
try to
reaction?
try to catch it out of the air to the tune of 18
So that
mitigated damage.
mitigates the damage. That's okay. So
Yep.
the damage is 6. So you have mitigated the damage. The damage is down to 0. You could catch it now if you want.
Yeah, I'll catch it and just be sort of holding it. The whole throw it back thing is such a waste of a fucking key point. It's ridiculous.
Do you get to do it as part of the reaction? I assume.
Yeah.
Which is why it'd be good if.
Yeah, but
If you
I've
really
only got-
needed it, if you're strapped for action economy.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I have more actions than I do key points right now, so
Totally.
feeling good.
I also see that being a smart move. Okay, this archer moves a little bit to the side here, takes a long practiced breath, and makes an arrow shot at you, Tal, again.
Oh, jeez.
This one misses.
Using the one arrow, I bat the other arrow out of the air.
Yeah, nice.
Just doing
Okay.
Neo shit.
It's Fattering's turn.
All right. I see what's going on with Arthur over here, and oh wait, you're still grappled, right?
I am grappled and on the ground.
Why is this guy
Prone
standing
and
far away
grappled.
now?
I'll put him back. I just wanted to move him so I could
Okay. Oh, just to see.
deselect. Where the fuck is he? So I could deselect. Also, here's this guy's art because he's cool looking.
Sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites in some ways.
Well, I
Can't
will
wait to kill him.
start playing a song, and you'll notice like some of the notes you cannot hear, but he seems to be reacting very strongly to them. Oops, let's see. If I can figure out how to cast a spell. We'll cast this at the up level this one.
Okay, yeah. Does it have any other effect? Other distant whispers, mage saves in higher levels. So you have to. It has to use your reaction to move as far away from you as a creature. Okay, so it immediately has to take a reaction to move away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellently done.
Sweet.
Very smart. So this breaks the grapple, forcing him to move. Does he have to take his as far as its speed allows? Okay. So that would be he
Nice.
started off here. So that I
Nice.
gotta zoom in. So he is
Utility classes.
Yeah, that was actually really good because being grappled and prone sucks.
I mean, being prone, I get cover from the archer. Or I get,
maybe
the
just
archers have
maybe
been-
I'll just lie here for a
Yeah.
while.
This is not so bad.
I'm gonna set your icon to prone, but yeah.
Very much with the relax, yes.
Okay, so it's actually away from you. So let's say it's actually this way. So that's 10 feet, 15 feet. All right, damn, he's out of combat for sure, and took some damage.
Sweet.
I don't know how oppo attacks work with respect to that.
Oh,
Force
yeah.
movement doesn't usually give you oppo attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Wait, is it forced? Like,
I'll check this for now. I mean, are you prone so you can't anyway? You can sort of swing at his heels as he's
Yeah.
running away.
yeah.
If it is, I think it counts as forced movement even if he's the one who has to do it. But that's a good question. I would be interested to know the answer.
Yeah.
Because that would
'cause
make
it-
Dissonant Whisper hella good.
It's like there's a different. There seems like a difference between this and like Vine.
Being
Whip.
blown by
Sort
the
of-
air or something.
Yes, it does.
So you do get an oppo attack.
Well, yeah, that's what this RPG exchange.
Okay,
Do you have to do it at disadvantage because you're attacking from prone?
I would think so.
Probably,
Yes,
definitely.
you do. That's part
Okay.
of prone's issue.
Wait, is control or shift disadvantage?
I don't know. I've just been rolling from stat sheets.
Yeah. You can select from stat sheets.
Find out.
You get a dialogue.
It is control is disadvantage. All right.
So-
well, I punch it as Achilles tendon and I miss. Sorry, that was a self roll.
So wait, you missed, right?
Yes, I missed.
Okay, why did it give me that? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you missed. Eliza, it's your turn.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, sorry. It's the.
Oh.
He's like, the mage.
Breaking my bars, you're breaking my bars.
Breaking my bars.
Hans bricks, breaking my
All right,
bars.
let's see. What should I do to you?
Where is
Let's see.
Oh, it's him. Oh, it's him.
This guy.
Okay, so he he looks across at Callan, and he attempts to banish you.
No! Inspiration, go!
Okay, you want to use inspiration?
Yeah.
So I still roll normally, I imagine. But
yeah.
do you have inspiration
Wait,
on
don't
your
I make a saving
DC?
throw?
Yeah. It's a charisma saving throw.
Of what
boy.
DC? Of 16.
So, I could not use cutting words on this. I think my roll.
You were banished.
Alright.
For
Check
1
my
minute.
second monitor.
For 1 minute.
Sorry, what did you say? I can't hear you from another plane.
For 1 minute, you were now banished into an ethereal plane. I don't know what happens to your image though, because I imagine it's still there.
It can't be less than or more than 30 feet away from me, so I think in
Poof.
this case it dies.
They should have gotten the points.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna, in this case, say that. I don't know. Can you then poof to your illusion? No, I guess it gets dismissed.
Yeah, if it stayed, I would I would be back on my turn.
Yeah. Okay, it's Eliza's turn.
Is he concentrating on that spell?
Oh yes, he is.
Sure is.
Well, wonderful, because I was going to attack his ass anyway. It just gives me one more reason. Okay, so I'm going to use Steady Aim to give myself advantage on my next attack.
I wonder how far you could jump, though.
No, I'm going to use my short bow.
Yeah. Okay. Steady aim.
And I'm going to roll it with not advantage. It didn't give me the dialogue, damn it.
Well, do it again with
Yep,
advantage.
doing
or
it
do
again.
it again.
Oh, and I don't even have them selected either.
Yeah.
Fail. Fail. Wow. Sick. Can I wait? What's bardic inspiration? You can do it after the fact or no?
You can do
You
it
do
after
after
you
the-
roll.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do it now then.
Got 13.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
This was what it needed. You consume your bardic inspiration, and this does end up hitting. So let's see. So you do 9 damage.
19.
19. Wait, what?
Use the first roll.
Damage. Oh, that you do damage, piercing, then sneak attack. But is he? Why are you sneaking attack? I don't. Think
I get sneak if I have advantage, and I have advantage because I use steady aim.
Oh, okay.
That's for my
Okay.
bonus action.
What you did was like you were like humming the song to yourself. Maybe it was like you know, really take the time lining it up, and then you're like damn, Fabian, this is a banger. Just like,
What
It's
song
true.
is this? Darude Soundstorm.
Twanger.
Oh, nice.
Whoa! Everybody take advantage,
Yeah.
but Schooly. Or
Inspiration.
Yeah. Sick. I love it.
You guys actually laughed at that fucking joke.
No, it was
I
good.
know,
It was a
right?
good play on
Just
words. I
teasing,
liked it.
just teasing. Okay, so you do actually do 14 damage. Cool.
So he's got to do a
that-
concentration roll for 14, yeah?
19
So
damage.
Okay, 19 damage. So
wait,
yes.
why not
The
attack?
first attack.
Oh, the first attack. I saw the second one.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, that makes. I was
And
so
it's-
confused why it would be 19.
Concentration's half the damage, or 10.
Okay, so it's just a 10 then. Okay.
Come on.
Wait. Oh, I think I just took away 8 of your HP. Callan, give yourself 8 HP back.
Quit clicking RHP.
Yeah.
Delete that feature.
It's because I had you selected still. So let's see. So go over here. Boop boop. Okay, and
Oh my God.
concentration.
Now I have even less health. What have you done?
Oh
No,
no,
that's-
I still had you selected. What the fuck? Okay, add back 19. I'm so sorry. I don't know why you're still selected. I clearly didn't unselected you, so I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure that text you just copied is only if you're a resident of a different plane normally.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So
No rush. Aside from getting our DPS back.
let's see.
Jump
I
on.
have to do a Constitution
Constitution saving throw of 10.
Constitution saving throw normal. 15.
Bah. Alright, I tried.
Allegedly.
That was my turn. I'll click the end Eterno button. Now, I feel like I used to be able to roll advantage or disadvantage from weapon attacks from my character sheet. I don't know why I can't do that anymore.
So if you click on the die, it should prompt you with advantage or disadvantage. I don't
Click
know.
on the die? Oh.
The die next to the. If you scroll over the spell, the icon for the spell transforms into a die,
Yep.
and then
Okay.
you can do.
I was using the buttons in the expanded view, but that is silly. Okay. Self-roll. I'm going to practice a self-roll really quick. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's helpful.
Okay, cool. Nice. All right, it's Samuel's turn. Samuel will try to jump to the tree and slide down. I'm going to make an athletics check with Samuel.
Samuel breaks his fucking legs.
Yeah,
And our quest is over.
Damn it, Arthur!
no, Samuel, your helmet. I say as you are flying with 2 broken legs on the ground.
Okay. That is just barely allowed. That's what I wrote down. 12. But he slips and falls and hits his bum, and so that's his turn.
Oh no, not the bum.
Need that bum
He's just
in top
imitating art,
condition.
you know. He wanted to lay on the ground, you know, doing nothing.
He's not prone.
Life imitates art.
Huh. Huh. Okay, you are in another domain, so this archer is going to attack Eliza.
Wait, what
Um,
is the...
If we get him back into existence before the round of 8s is over, does he get to go?
Round of 8.
All the people with 8 initiative.
Oh yeah. I sure if I'll allow it.
Art, honk that guy.
Honk him.
Do you have gust of wind?
Okay, normal.
Wait, who's...
This badly misses Eliza, zinging off across the.
Badly misses. Wow.
Yeah,
That sounds like a 1.
that's a crit fail.
Nice.
Wait.
Okay, it's Arthur's turn.
Oh, cool. All right. So I stand up, using half my movement, and I start wailing on this motherfucker again with the wham and the bam. Not so much bam on that one. And the 4 strike, which doesn't roll. Man, this is quite frustrating.
You got it working earlier.
Yep. I don't. This is.
So is it on your turn that it fucks up?
I don't know. I'm rolling it from art like I fucking. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
This is-
you might have to toggle the "doesn't work on my turn" button.
Yeah.
I don't know why they added that feature.
That's super weird.
Are turning off crashes your computer too?
Yeah, this. Jesus Christ.
Fucking with some
Fucking
system.
annoying.
screw-
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a slow fall.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, then it doesn't hit.
All right. That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay. It is now Senor Bandito. And he will take a strike against Tal here.
Dodge.
Let's see.
Dodge.
Do I have anybody else selected? Just you.
Dodge.
Normal.
Smack.
Yes, this hits
I
you.
will cutting
It-
words. To
It was only
underline.
6 damage, by the way.
Well, yeah,
I'm good,
Yeah.
bud. Save it for other
good,
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's such a nerd.
Um,
I want to make fun of him.
Okay. Would you like to subtract 6 damage, or
I
should
already did.
Hell yes. On it.
I
on
would
it.
very much prefer
Um,
if you never touch my character sheet.
I won't. And
Thank you.
then he makes another strike at you. This one misses.
Sucks to suck, bro.
Sucks to suck. Indeed. Now it is Callan's turn.
I chill in a demi-plane harmlessly.
Do you have
If
any
I-
thoughts?
I'm like, this is weirder than dying.
Nice. I'm seeing a lot of secret rolls, but whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It just prints them in full glory for me. That seems to work now, though, at least.
Nope. I clicked it 20 times and it rolled once.
That's so weird. Okay, whatever. We'll troubleshoot later. It's now Tal's turn.
How high is the cliff that the stupid wizard's on?
That would be it slopes up from where the trees are, but I would say that's all difficult terrain until where he is, and where he is like 50 feet up.
So how much movement would I need to get up there? Like, I'd have to climb through 50 feet of difficult terrain to come to base?
Let's just go off the squares which are there. So, that is 20 feet from the bottom of the cliff. I don't know if you can see my ruler right now.
Yep.
So that's all difficult terrain. So that terrain, that's 40 feet of movement from the bottom of
Okay.
the cliff.
Do I really only shy 5 feet of movement to get up there? Wow. Okay.
Can't you like psychic blade or something?
I have
You have your ways.
I have things I can do. I'm just deciding what I actually want to do. I'd really like to get Callan back. That'd be fun. There's no way I could run up this cliff face over here. I can imagine that's too steep to get up.
No, that's too steep. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, we're definitely not ending this battle in 5 minutes. We're real good at starting these battles an hour to go.
Well, this battle.
We actually started this one 2 hours
2
ago,
hours.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking the whole second half.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's worth like getting up there to hit this guy twice to try and get Callan back?
Nah. It's not really that useful.
I'm gonna keep focusing the clothy, so I tell you psychically. Using the parlance of MMORPGs.
Got it. Well,
Oh,
man, someone's rolling their fucking ass off. Alright, I'm just gonna try and kill this guy right here.
Sounds good.
Yep. We'll deal with the clothy here in a second. So he's getting quarterstaff.
That hits.
He gets another one.
That also hits.
I use flurry of blows. Punch him. That misses. And I'm actually going to heal myself with the other attack for... Oh, that's so not what I wanted. I was gonna do something else. Can I just like... Fuck. Well, I'm committed. Whatever. I'm healing myself. It's fine. I can't find the button. There it is. Wow, 6 points of healing. That's so good.
Get it.
Okay, I'm done.
Cool. It is now.
Actually, right there. I move one space to the right. It's totally gonna help me run up there.
So
Nice.
it is now the archer's turn. Envious. Wait. Where is
You don't
it?
get more saving throws. You're just chilling over there in a different plane. That sucks.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not good either, but it's just kind of,
Incredibly neutral.
Why can't you do that?
Your neutralness.
Damn, crit on Arthur.
Oh boy. This battle's slipping away.
I will use.
I can help with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is one that you might want to effect.
Yeah, as their
aim really carefully. Because let's see, so that's a roll of d8.
You know
At least
what?
it's not critical anymore, right? Or is it?
No, I think it is. You know what? I will use a luck point on this and make them take that 13.
Oh, you can do that with it.
Yes, right?
Yes. So you can you basically give them disadvantage.
Now,
Yeah.
for the first time, I actually can't see your rolls, which is weird.
Oh, oops. Sorry. So I rolled a 13.
Okay,
But-
so that's minus from her.
No, it just uses that instead.
It uses a 13 instead of a
20.
26. Yeah.
Well, 13 plus modify. They use the 13 instead of what they rolled on the d20, which I guess was a 20.
Yeah. They
So I
credit.
think that means it's no longer a crit.
So it changes the d20 portion of it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Any plus additional is still applied.
Yes.
Yep.
So that would be a 19.
So that I think flunks off my armor.
Damn.
You have 19 armor. I have 21.
Well, I mean, I think maybe with the addition of the bardic inspiration die, I think it would have been a 17. But damn, nice.
Oh,
I think
Yeah.
that applies to a specific rule. I mean, not that I won't.
Yeah,
But
no,
that
you're
won't-
probably right. Anyways, it's fine.
yay.
It plunks off harmlessly. Nice. So you dodged 12 damage. That's pretty good.
Ooh.
All right, we are now at 4:02. How are our players doing here?
think
I
this
would
is
be
hard
willing
stop
to
for any-
continue this combat as long as that's like within an hour.
Yeah, I mean it could.
I have no
It's taken
commitments. I
2
just don't want
hours
to go
to
past
get.
5.
I think we're going quicker now, but it's been 2 hours of combat. I think we could easily take this up at the beginning of next session. Either way, I really
I can do
don't
either.
care. Anybody have any strong feelings?
Andy?
I lean slightly towards ending now.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
I give advantage towards ending now. If anybody else rolls that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but Force Strike only prints if I crit.
That's so weird.
So I'm just gonna not change anything about it, and we're good.
Well, we can troubleshoot. Maybe we can give it
Yeah.
back to your robot. I don't know why it was working the other day when we were in combat.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal
Yeah.
is.
I encourage people to troubleshoot before next Saturday. Also, one thing that can we like fix? Can new art be like back in the player characters section? Because like I can't see vision of him. I can't check out his character sheet. I would just like to
He-
be able to.
He should. I'll check his permissions right now, but he's in my glossary. He's in the players.
It's permissions. It's not the
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
Like
I'll
I do not see him in there, and I can't see his vision or character sheet.
I'll
I'd just
check. I'll try to check what's going on with
Yeah.
that. So let's see.
no big deal.
Yeah. Configure permissions.
Okay,
No,
so
yeah,
sounds like we're
All
calling it.
player
Happen now, so.
observer. Okay, I think that'll do it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
Nice. Fun
Good,
session
Alex.
today, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, that was great.
Alright.
Good.
guys. So Piano wants to change his name because Piano Snail is too